Hello, welcome to this week in our adventure of D&D. I am Jack, the DM, along with uh, Katie as Aelin,
Hello.
Chris as you,
Hi, everyone.
Travis as Azir,
Hello, how's everybody doing today? It's very good.
David as Vincent,
How's it going, everybody?
Tony as Ocelot,
Yo, yo, yo.
Relentless as Christian as Relentless,
Hey, hey.
and Justin as Hrothgar.
I'm the caboose.
Yeah, you are.
You've
And
got a caboose.
so our adventure today starts with the early morning. Azir having woken up before everybody else, traveling down to the bar to get breakfast, and meeting you inside, having found himself landing in front of the Adventurous Guild upon awaking. Aelin laying in bed, Ocelot and Hrothgar also laying in bed, and Vincent taking a bath, and Relentless on his way back to the adventuring hall. So we're going to start in the bedroom with the three that are still asleep. Hrothgar, Ocelot, Aelin. Proceed.
Who wakes up first? Or are we all?
You're all awake. You're getting up right now all together.
All right. Rothgar will look over to see who's here and smile when he sees Ocelot, but the smile goes away when he sees Aelin.
I'm just gonna get up and go get food.
I'm
I
following her.
Move yourself accordingly.
am also gonna go get food. I don't know where my fucking person is.
Over on the right.
All the way to the right.
Oh.
Back.
All right, and we'll be going to Relentless now. You have gotten back to the Adventurous Hall.
Sorry, my mouse just stopped working.
And as you get near the front door, Alma comes walking up next to you. You don't look so good. What happened to you?
Well, in short, my charge has been taken, and I'm a little bit worse for wear due to her captors. Easily 5 of them, professionally trained. Couldn't do much about it. I don't know where to go from here.
She keeps walking inside to see the rest of the group. And she's like, who, your charge, who took them?
Well, Kali's master was one of them. And there were 2 others one was shrouded. And the others were beings I have not seen before. They resembled dragons, but they walked on 2s.
Like Dragonborn?
Similar, but seemed to take on more of a dragon than a human form.
Hmm.
It was very dark, and it was very quick how everything happened, and I was knocked unconscious, so who's to say if that's actually what I saw or if there were more of them.
Well, I came with some news for everyone. Figured once everyone gathers together, I can inform you of it. Now, Vincent, are you clothed again, or are you just walking out in a towel?
No, I got dressed before I came out.
I had to double check after Azir's naked episode.
What?
So everyone gathers together in front of the barn at the tables, and you get food and drink to start eating. And Ayla, Alma looks over at Relentless and goes, I guess you would kind of like to inform everyone else what would happen before I speak of my issue.
In short, I got jumped in the alley, escorting Kali out, trying to protect her, and the guy that showed up when we were at the temple was her master, and he was the person that initiated it, along with a couple others. Two dragon-like beings, one shrouded woman, and her master. It was all fine and well and good until they outnumbered me, and Kali's gone.
Oh, that's hard news to hear. Relentless. She was my employer. I was supposed to kill that dwarf. I suppose you're my employer now.
We can make some sort of arrangement, I'm sure.
I don't
That's
feel
r-
good about it. I should have killed him when we had the chance.
Yeah, I'm sure we probably could have, but it was a little bit of a rough time at the time. He is fairly strong. I mean, he overpowered me, not easily, but with help. I mean, they might as well have tied each one of my limbs down.
Rothgar looks pretty sad. He just pushes his plate of food away from himself and kind of looks down at the table. He's not even curious what Aylin's eating.
So, was she just kidnapped, or
Well, I tried fighting them off, and they seemed to be determined to come strictly for her and capture her and leave with her. And she was still alive last time I saw her. But me interfering, they definitely weren't anticipating that. So they brought a smaller group than I guess they were intending and managed to knock me unconscious.
it's simple? You're a cat, so just sneak in. Before we locate her, you sneak in, you get her, we leave. No mess, no fuss. If you want mess and fuss, we kill everybody. But half to one, half dozen to one, 12 to another, whichever.
Yeah. These masters, the ones that were able to outmaneuver me, they are trained in art similar to mine, and I don't think that you can sneak up on them.
That's fine, but finding them won't be that hard. I'm sure we can find a cleric, and I know what to ask for helping us get their location.
Well, I like the sound of killing them all.
Relentless is just gonna try to deal with some internal emotions because part of him wants vengeance.
I
still
thought you
look
were
like
gonna say
shit, right?
bleeding.
Not to mention it, I think I'm bleeding inside my chest.
I'll slide you a plate of bacon. You'll need your strength.
Sit down and start eating the bacon. Yes, death to them may seem to be necessary in order for the greater good. But I'm not sure what her piece of the puzzle of this is, why he would want to kidnap her and take her when we were trying to search for him and he was remaining hidden this whole time. It just doesn't add up. Why
Who cares
run?
about the greater good, though? What do you want to do?
To be honest. And he just kind of clenches his fist, and the bacon that he was eating just snaps and turns into mush. He just wants to rip his face off.
Then that's what you should do.
Hmm.
I agree, Relentless. Murder their death might be the best for it.
These are wise words.
I feel that you has a different motive for death.
Be that as
Oh.
it may, I think smashing their faces at least should teach them a lesson not to touch what's ours.
Oma pipes up and goes, well, whatever your decision may be once you find them, remember the deal you've made with the mistress. And you have the item to keep her informed.
Yes.
But I've put in words to the Silver Stars Trade Alliance. They're all looking for him and his associates all across Calaman. I will inform you guys as soon as I have any information. And I'll update them with this new information for you, Relentless. After all, if he is her master, I do not believe he would want harm to come to her, hopefully.
I don't think so either, but those other beings rather ravage and just raw. Who's to say the beings he's dealing with may not want something from both of them. I wouldn't doubt he would give her up for a greater power. But you're right, I don't think he would harm her specifically.
Well, ever luck in your adventure. I have to help search as well. That is my duty.
Thank you, Alma.
Hopefully, we meet again under better circumstances.
Hrothgar crosses his arms and looks over at Aelin finally. Says, you see, that's an elf that knows her place.
As she walks out, she kind of turns back and raises an eyebrow towards her Hrothgar and just ignores it and walks out. And everyone give me a perception check.
Can I do it at disadvantage because I got you?
If you would like. What's your reasoning?
I'm sad. Callie's
Okay.
gone. She hired me.
Wow.
Double 15s.
The salt cleanses my eyes. I can see clearly.
Oh my god.
That's just hilarious.
Azir rolled a 1, but I would like to say that
You're the only one who failed this.
I would like to say though that Azir really doesn't care because he's brooding after Ocelot and Hrothgar said what they said in the past little exchange. So honestly, I shouldn't have rolled at all because he's not looking around.
Wait,
Looking at the bottom of his cup.
you're brooding because we told him. I didn't tell him to kill anybody. I said that he should do what he wants to do.
Yeah, Azir took that in a different way.
Okay.
Yeah, remember last night he was talking about revenge and such. Or yesterday, rather, he was talking about revenge. Well, last session. Not yesterday.
I wasn't here.
Oh, my
Okay.
bad.
I think it
And
might have been a private conversation with you anyways, right?
you
Was it?
guys all see, everyone but Azir, this little red kobold sneaking out from under this table, and then he throws a bag of gold coins up into the center of your table.
Another one of these little bastards?
It's the same
It's
one.
the same one.
You, Relentless, Aelin, you all recognize him. And he looks out and goes, I always told you to watch out for your coin. When you were distracted with me, others took from you. But I got it back. And the bag is sitting on the table.
Alright.
And
Good
in the
morning
bag
to you, Zeke.
is
Oh, sorry.
in the bag is 50 gold that had been stolen off the table when you guys were distracted by chasing him down from what he had stolen, and he had gone back. I disconnected.
Okay.
Well, he had gone back and collected it all to get himself back in your good graces.
Well, Hrothgar kind of jerks when this thing comes up because I have not seen this thing yet. And then when he throws our money on the table and explains, I stare longingly at the bag of gold and then I look up to Vincent. I'm like, does the curse make thieves bring it back?
I told you last night, there's no curse.
Alright, yeah. I drink a lot.
Oh my god.
So did I.
Yeah! Let's drink more!
You know what? I think I need one for the hair of the dog. Let's get around.
Azir, you're joining.
What?
Drinks. Morning drinks.
You would really have to catch up to me on that one, friend.
Very well.
I did
will
mention
be-
before that the only thing Azir eats for breakfast is mead and bread. So I'm at least 2 or 3 in by now.
Give me a Constitution save when we come back. Remind me I said that.
Alright.
When we come back?
Who was he
When
talking
I
to?
come back, sorry.
No! I didn't even realize that we had disconnected and I rolled and I got a good roll and I know when we come back I'm gonna have like a
What?
2.
What did you get?
An 18 plus 2, so 20.
I'll take that. You managed to make your Constitution save, and you are not intoxicated yet.
Well, I would hope not off of 2 or 3. Of mead, too. Mead isn't
Yeah,
that
and
strong.
only drinking like what? Having bread and like a little meat.
Meat
is
is
a
super
myth.
strong.
That is not, not in this time era, it wouldn't have been. Mead is a faculty drink now, but historically mead would have sat at about 4 to 5%. It wouldn't have been that different from a normal brew. But mead is made as a wine now instead of as an ale, as it was in the past.
Well, no, it was made in the past with, like, they just put yeast inside honey and water in a barrel. It's the same way it's made now, though.
It is not the same way. It is completely different. I did research for this role.
All right. Well, I'll give you the last thing so you guys can talk on this while I'm trying to reconnect. Zeke looks out at you guys and goes, "Raven is still interested in hiring all of you, but she's not a fan of the guild." And he puts a piece of paper down on the table. "If you would kindly meet us there. Her offer is, well, I don't believe you'll get as big a bag of gold, but she's always somebody to have in your side." And then he walks out of the tavern.
You know, the last Lamia, we got a quest from outside the guild, tried to kill us.
Well, technically, wasn't that in the guild?
Well,
It was.
You
We doing
My
watch
box.
Did he
perform?
go or did I go?
No, streaming D&D, waiting for Jack to come back.
all right? See if it's up now.
My box of wine is almost empty, everybody.
Oh, Travis, all I was gonna say is what makes it stronger now is the yeast we use. We use
Yeah,
like
but-
wine and champagne yeasts, and that's why it's more of a wine now. It's just the yeast.
But the most common depiction of mead in history
Well,
would
what's up?
actually
Tony and Travis
specifically
are
be
arguing
Abbey
about
mead.
how
I know you're
strong
probably
mead
thinking
actually
more
is.
of like the Norse mead, but Abbey mead was designed to basically be the primary source of nutrition through the winter months while their stores of food were very low. And they made it very weak because that's literally all they would drink for the winter months. And they were monks, so they didn't really like to get, as we say, fucked up.
I got Steve bumps on the chin.
I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. The only thing I was
Vincent,
saying is like part of the reason we classify it as wine
Okay.
now
what did
is
you
the
like to do
yeast we
about
use.
food?
That's all.
I don't mind your discussion of alcohol because it is interesting, but let's stay focused, and everybody is able to reconnect, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting in now.
I'm just
Okay.
saying that I've gone to school for way
That's-
too long for history to not be allowed to use it, Jack.
That's fine.
We're
Have
having a
enough.
lively discussion.
Yeah. Sorry. Have it another time. We're gonna stay on topic. All
Just
right.
have
So
it in
Zeke.
game, then it's golden arcade.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask if you
So
could-
Zeke has walked out and left a piece of paper with an address on it.
Love you.
Love you too.
You should.
Is there anything else you would like other than ramen? Fucking boil water.
I
Could
don't wanna
Azir
boil
or Hrothgar
There's not much
do
else
history
to eat.
checks
I
to
mean,
determine if they've ever heard
sandwiches,
of Raven?
they're not gonna fill me
area?
up. The ramen, I would bug you for the rest of the night because ramen fills me up.
Azir,
Where's the sandwich? I'm like, hey, where's the
Vincent,
snacks? Where's the chips? Where's the
Ocelot,
pretzels?
and Aelin may do the history checks.
You don't want to do it, just say no. I'll do it when I go down.
Damn. Damn.
Boom! I know. I've actually heard of it in real fucking life. That's how good that roll
Alright,
is.
Azir's like, oh, you mean my ex-wife?
Apparently, Azir is a scholar now.
Hrothgar, you can do it, but at disadvantage. You haven't been in
I'm
this.
not gonna bother.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm just waiting for it.
Sorry, I just got back.
That's fine.
You said history, right?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Oh my god.
We
Y'all
got
are
a whole
some
group of
learned
historians.
Okay. Ocelot, you've heard her name in passing, but you didn't really know anything about her
Neat.
assumed traitor. Vincent, Azir, and Aelin. You know she's a treasure hunter, and she's been at it for longer than any of you have been alive from the tales you've heard in the bars. Aelin, you've specifically heard a few of these from your master. And she's a notorious treasure hunter and will hire groups to obtain things for her, or will hire them to protect her when she goes out.
Question.
And the reports are that she's pretty reliable. She's never left with a group of people and been the only one to return.
Question for you, real quick, Jack.
Yeah.
Because I was a part of an adventuring party in this area, like, you know, for like 10 years or so in the past of my character in this region, was I ever contracted to work with her before?
You have never been contracted by her.
Okay.
Today's your lucky day, though.
Yeah. I tell them the legend of this person.
So now everybody is up to date that Ravendark is a pretty famous treasure hunter, and that she usually hires adventurers to guard her or obtain trinkets that she doesn't have the time to gather for herself.
Hey, Hrothgar,
Mm.
how about this? How about every time somebody says the word Raven, we take a drink?
How about every time somebody says a word, we drink?
I high five Hrothgar.
Clank comes with you.
I sit there at the ready.
All right. So,
Drink.
what is your guys' plan?
I think you just heard Hrothgar on my plan, so
I'm gonna load
We'll
up on
skip it.
bacon and ale and wait for someone to lead this protein machine to the nearest thing to smash.
I like the sound of her offer. I say we divide up the loot from the last job and then get over to see if we can't start a contract on this one.
All right. So I have divided the loot from last time minus the 50, and so I rearranged it now that everybody gets what was stolen.
Nice.
So I've already given you everybody equal share of the 600, and now this is another 50. Although technically, if you guys want, you and Aylin were not hired to do that job. So technically, if you want to have that argument, I could take their gold from them and resplit it among the ones who are hired.
Well, you know where Hrothgar stands. What does a cleric need of these material things? And I don't like Aelin, so one
To
vote
that
for.
point, I'm an aristocrat, so I don't really care about material things. Meh.
He
Doesn't
double
really
doesn't get
matter to
money.
me.
We
Did you already
Well-
give us the gold, and how much was it?
I have.
Check your inventory.
Everybody should have gotten like I don't know.
I have
600
210. something like that.
divided by 7 people. That's like 75 each. So, and you guys already got the other 70 or whatever. in the other. Okay. So
Hey, Jack.
yes.
Can I subtract like 10
It's
gold
85
from myself
apiece.
and just say that I'm clear on alcohol for the rest of the adventure?
Subtract how much gold?
10.
Well, how nice would you like the ale to be?
All right, 20.
You get 2 like 1 gallon, 2 casks, which is what, a gallon or so.
Cask? I don't know. I think a cask is
Jack-
about the same as my boxed wine here.
All right.
Jack,
You got
I
2
think
boxes of wine.
he said for the rest of the adventure.
You cannot buy. You would have to get a magically infused jug to have it for the rest of the adventure. Which, yes, there are out there.
I knew I should have asked for Ravis's bag.
But you're gonna have to keep buying ale for now. So you can buy 2 things that are the same size as that golden one you have.
Oh yeah, let's do 2 casks.
All right. So you get 2 casks. They're
Ah,
really.
ha, 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 ha.
I don't know if there's an actual item for this.
A cask is
Probably
bigger than
not.
we think, guys. By the way, if anyone's wondering.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
know.
it might be.
Right.
Isn't it like 10
Oh.
gallons?
The smallest form of cask is 5 gallons, and it goes up from there to being a full barrel, because cask is just another word for barrel, apparently.
Okay. 1. Goddamn. 2.
Let's get him like one of the little ones that he can just put under his neck, like a Saint Bernard. This is a cask necklace.
All right, we'll go with it's 5 gallons. How about that, Jack? We'll
All right.
make it small.
I'll give you the 2 casks with a golden gulp. I just dragged and dropped them into your inventory.
How much was it?
They were 15 each.
Whew.
Gold.
Dear God.
Better
That's
be.
tasty, huh?
This
is it King Henry the fucking First's private cognac collection?
it's a very nice it's very nice. You know, it's made from like the way north.
It better be made with the blood and souls of babies.
It might
'Cause
be,
that
actually.
is expensive.
So are you guys in the agreement
I-
to go meet with Raven?
I go where
Yes.
Relentless goes.
Yeah, someone that is as sneaky as her. Regardless, I don't think that we should have her on the opposite side. Working with her may prove to be useful eventually.
All
She
right.
may have contacts. She might be able to find those guys who jumped you.
Relentless just kind of.
You said she's a treasure hunter, right?
I have.
Relentless. I know there are items that can get this done, because we don't have access to. There's also a spell, but there are magically infused items. It's
You
called
are in
scrying.
a major city. It is very possible for you to find somebody who can scry. It'll cost you something, but it is quite possible.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. That's what I was getting at. Anyway, Um, I don't know. I lost my whole train of thought. Something scrying him, and then we can track him down really easily.
That may work.
So would you guys like to head to the local temple, meet Ravendark, or do something else?
Alright, let's go meet her. And by the way, you said Raven, so drink.
Oh, we've been chugging this whole time. Because I changed it to anytime someone speaks.
So after you travel down the streets for about 10 or so minutes, you get to the location. And I don't have a map for this, so you guys are basically, we're still going to use the bar. You're just in a different bar.
Okay.
And sitting in the corner, tucked away from everyone's view, you notice a hooded figure and a red kobold sitting in there, with the red kobold eating away at some meat on a plate.
That's that little fucker from before.
That little fucker, as you say, has a name, and his name is Zeke.
So you guys can approach as you would like.
Oh.
Yeah, just gonna walk up to the table, just real calm like, and just greet them. Good afternoon, Zeke. Good afternoon, Raven.
I'm glad to see you guys have come. Does this mean you're willing to listen to my offer and possibly accept it?
Depends, is this a ruse to get us here so you can steal from us again?
I stole nothing from you. She looks over towards Zeke, and he has returned everything he took. It's always a test of his to make sure that the stories adventurers tell aren't just stories they're telling.
Well, that's not the only thing being tested. He tests my patience again, I may crush his head like a grape.
Oh.
Do it.
Zeke looks at you and goes, "You may be tall, but I'll fall."
I
And
don't doubt
Raven
Are you
goes,
sure he's a fucking kobold?
And Raven just is looking out from her cloak, and she's like, "I don't need to have a bar fight in front of me over something so petty."
Well, then tell us your offer and we'll get going, and we'll fight somewhere else.
Straight to the point. My offer is I have found that there's an artifact all the way in the mountains to the north of us. I have a map of its location, but I have other pressing issues and I cannot get to it in time. I would like you to retrieve it for me.
What is it?
It's a wooden box.
Okay. What's in the box? And I'm sure it's not Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
I hope it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
We can all hope, but it probably won't be.
What's in the box is for me to know.
Okay. I'll try this again. If you want my help personally, you can tell me what's in the box. I'm not gonna go fiddle fucking with unknown magical artifacts.
The box contains the artifact and its magic.
Yeah, I deduced as much. I think you're missing my point. You can tell me, or I'm not gonna help.
Do the rest of you feel the same?
They
Awesome.
don't. Okay, so side note, for everybody here, I don't care what the rest of the party thinks. The way my character is, I'm like, if I'm gonna fuck with
That's fine.
magic and I don't know what it is, I'm probably not gonna do it because I've seen some shit.
That could lead to your character sitting out this adventure. Forcing
I can have
your
my own
will
side
upon
adventure.
the party is not something will happen. If the rest decide to do it, they will. So Raven is
That's
looking at the
perfectly
rest of you,
fine.
asking,
Well, what is the payment?
the payment is 10 gold now and 40 when you return.
Is there anything guarding said box?
There may be some goblins in the area, but as far as I know, it's been abandoned for well over 60 years from the information I've received, but I'm not going to tell you to go in there with your guard down. Keep it up. There could be traps. Something could be living in there now, but as far as I know, it's supposed to be empty.
Is there anything that's going to stop us on the way back here after we retrieve the box, seeking to obtain it themselves?
There is another searching for it. So
Um,
it is possible for you to run into another possible set of adventurers, bandits, mercenaries. How you deal with them is your choice.
so I am going to do a thing, Jack.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay. Where are you casting it? You can hit everybody with that.
Yeah, it's mainly over her, and I'm gonna ask her again.
No, you're hitting everyone with it.
That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna ask her again. What's in the box? She has to make a charisma save.
Well, you should have cast it on her. So drop.
It's
Target
an area of effect. Whoa, she's in the list.
Mhm. Yeah, she's on the.
She's on the thing.
Combat tracker.
You have to cast this on every single person around you and yourself right now. This isn't just hitting her, it's hitting everyone.
I don't care about anybody else.
I
but
don't.
Okay.
You're casting it, it's an area of effect.
It has to hit everybody, regardless, Ocelot.
God damn it.
I can make it not hit me, but yeah.
Okay. Ocelot, you failed. No, wait, that's not you. That's
That's
who
you.
cast it.
You
Okay.
failed. Raven failed. You failed. Vincent succeeded. Rothgar failed.
Raven succeeded. Wait,
Raven
no,
Raven failed, so I'm gonna ask her what's in the box.
All right. Hang on. Who else failed?
Me.
Rothgar
You-
failed. Ocelot failed. Aelin failed. I failed. Relentless failed. And Azir succeeded.
Me and Azir are the only ones that succeeded.
Yep.
I am back too.
Everybody else failed.
Okay, you guys can't lie.
Okay.
That's so.
For how long? What is it? 10 minutes or?
10 minutes. You can't lie. You can't like any kind of lie. You can't lie through omitting truth. Like if someone asks you
She
something,
looks at you,
you
and
have
goes,
to tell them the truth.
"That's quite rude. I'm not telling you what's in the box, and that is the truth."
Thanks, man.
Don't you touch me.
Rothgar has no idea what's going on.
Look at my bumps.
Azir
Do all
also
of
is
you feel
oblivious.
the same?
Razor not sharp?
Did you roll it on Zeke?
What's up?
What razor did you use?
I used my blue one that was in there, but I think it was dirty because I started with this side, and then when I switched over to this side doesn't have
Yeah, I
nearly
don't know
as
if you
much,
hit
but
Zeke
where I
with it.
started is where it mainly
Yeah,
is.
It's fine.
Okay.
been dirty.
How do I get rid of
Well,
it?
Hrothgar's gonna feel like a little compulsion come over him and turn to Aelin. The
I'm
truth
really-
is, I
Okay.
don't really hate elves, I just don't know shit about them.
Hate is bred through ignorance.
Well, I'm tired of goddamn fetch quests and running back and forth for rich assholes.
Your
Fucking preach,
adventures.
brother.
Isn't that what you always do?
Yeah,
You
but
get
you guys
paid. I'm going to pay quite well, I may add. Not
But
as well as what you seem to have on your table. And
but
what
I don't
Zeke
want
told
gold.
me.
I want knowledge. I want books. I want blackmail. And no one
She just
offers it.
raises an eyebrow and goes, "How would I know that?"
I never said you would, but I've asked and nobody's able to provide it. I grow tired. I have no need for gold.
Well, that is not what I was offering.
Maybe you can make something that's worth the offer to me. This is my character just being 100% honest.
So you desire something besides gold, then?
maybe an old book about people, creatures. I rather have the knowledge.
Anything you find that isn't the box along this adventure, you may keep for yourselves. I'm not requesting any of the other items in the cave facility.
Are you saying that there might be other items that would be more to my taste in the cave?
Quite possibly. I haven't been there myself. I believe it was an old jail once upon a time, or was used at that. There could be other things in there.
I'm more likely to consider it now. I shall talk amongst my friends, where I don't have to be
She's
quite.
not, she's ignoring you now, Ocelot. She's looking at Relentless and goes, "So, how do the rest of you feel? I offer gold and whatever you please to find."
Seems pretty fair.
Truthfully, I don't like drinking. It's just what those do, and I'm trying to fit in.
You see several eyebrows raised.
Azir looks sad.
Our friendship is a lie.
So Raven puts a bag on the table and goes, 10 gold for everyone, but the talkative one who doesn't want gold for this request.
I have a question for you, Drow.
You can give my gold
Yes?
to Vincent.
There's not even gold for you. Yes?
What do you know of the desert wolf in the north? Have you met another Drow who've met them?
She looks at you and her eyes go like real sharp and she goes, that would be a private conversation.
Well, how much has that cost me?
Privacy. And she looks over at Ocelot and goes, a certain person respecting others.
I left, by the way. When she decided not to pay me, I went to the bar to get a drink.
Well, your character didn't move, so
Yeah, you kept cutting me off.
no, your token literally didn't move, is what I was talking about. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes my voice thing is a little behind, so I don't mean to cut you guys off.
Okay.
And
Well,
so
when
yeah,
everybody else accepts their gold and moseys out, I guess I'll linger behind and see if she'll talk to me.
yeah. So she like literally walks over and puts her hand on your shoulder, and you realize it's not a comforting hand because she grabs you by your shirt or scruff and just
My
starts.
beard?
Yeah, basically.
Oh god.
Just drags you away. And all the way to her, a room. So it's just, oops, your thing moved.
Oh, sorry.
I
I
mo-
was. You do it. I can't see where you're taking me. So.
And you guys, when you look back at the table, Zeke is just gone.
Sneaky Zeke.
Okay, hang on, I gotta pull up a thing for this. All right, well, tell me quick what everyone's doing. You see her walk away with Hrothgar. And did you guys add the gold to your inventory?
No, the
No,
last time gold got distributed was the 48 GP.
Okay, hang on. See, I don't know how to distribute it in a party sheet without literally taking Tony out of it and putting him back in. So I'm just going to take you out of it real quick. Did it only do 8 for every?
Oh, you said it was 10 each, right?
With your taxes and fees.
Draw
I put in
tax.
6. Oh, whatever. Just everybody add 2 more. I don't know why it only did that.
Okay.
All right. Travis, Ocelot, Relentless, you, Vincent, deafen yourselves. Except, well, I guess Relentless, you have to keep yourself going.
Right.
So
you
can't
can
you
do
pull
this.
me down to the private thing or no?
Yeah, I think I'd have to move. All right,
Relentless.
hang on.
Pray for me. Hey.
Alright. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Just put my headset down.
Yeah, this should only take about 5 minutes.
Alright.
So Raven is looking at you and goes, "How do
Wait,
you know of this?"
Why is Aelin in here?
Shh, I'm not here. Don't worry about
You
it.
Okay.
you don't know that
Oh boy.
unless you would like to make a roll.
I don't think I would suspect she would follow me in here, so I'm not gonna roll.
Aelin, I need a perception in the tower.
Okay, hold on. I seem to have lost my Discord, but that's fine. I swear I'm getting slowly faster at this.
Okay. So Raven's looking at you with a pretty stern look, waiting for you to looking at you and goes, "Tell me more about this drow and desert wolf you speak of."
Well, my friends, they tell me you're pretty popular in this region, and you've been at the treasure hunting business for a while, so you've been doing it how many years?
Long enough that you are probably a child to me. And she looks you up and down and goes, "Or a young adult."
Right. Well, I'm 150, I'll have you know, but when I was a younger
So a
lad,
child almost. Barely
Maybe.
matured.
because I want information, I'm not gonna sass you right now, but I really want to.
Oh yeah, she's taunting you with this.
Well, a long time ago, I heard this desert wolf orc chieftain had kidnapped a number of drow slaves, and I was sent on a mission, hired by a rival orc tribe. And back in those days, it was quite hard to control my rage. And that's what we are known for. I'm a Bloodbeard, if you've ever heard of us. I'm probably the last. But I was sent in a bit of a frenzy when I broke through his tent. And inside, before I regained my consciousness, I slaughtered a lot of them. Lots of pretty drow just like you. Defenseless, but I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to find him. He was gone. Taking some of his offspring he'd had with them by force, I assume. But there was a cub left behind, a wee lady. I took the baby, raised her as my own, and about 10 years ago we had a fight. Now she's on her own. She goes by Red Wolf, and she's looking for her true father, the Desert Wolf.
She left
So-
you like 4 years ago.
Okay. So If you know anything about her, I just want to find my daughter. And make sure she's not fallen prey to the Orc Chieftain.
She's like thinking really hard. She goes, I remember hearing of this raid. It's one of the few times the Drogar didn't stop a force invading the Underdark. No, nor did they stop them retreating.
When you mention Drugar, he spits on the floor. Like he curses them.
You and your cousin races, like ourselves, obviously still don't get along. Yes, we believed the orcs at the time had come down to just kill more elves, but they had raided a slave camp, an entire town, and only taken women. We didn't know, we figured they were all dead. And an orc betting an elf. That is interesting.
Well, you know orcs don't fucking sleep with anything, right?
They will. I have unfortunately.
That's why the other orcs hired us as Bloodbeards, as mercenaries. They were disgusted with the idea of drow half-orcs running about. They had quite a keen edge in battle at night. So we were sent in to cleanse the area. But the desert wolf is craftier than they thought.
I'm not exactly a fan of that thought myself, but cursing a child for something they cannot stop as their birth would be wrong.
He nods, like he really agrees with that.
But unfortunately, I've not heard of your red wolf, but the desert wolf, he's been in Kalaman for some time now, a few years. I don't know what he's doing now, but if he's made enough of a ruckus for me to hear his name, that should be concerning. And as for the other drows, there are quite a few I know that have been shown up on the surface that shouldn't exactly be around.
Well, I don't know nothing about that, but if you could keep an ear to the ground for me, then surely you have contacts and you could tip me off when we bring this box back, maybe, if you heard something.
So, this might be a little personal, but why did your daughter leave? What kind of argument did you have with her?
Well, there comes a time, I suppose. I mean, she was the only thing like a child I ever tried to raise, so I don't know what the rules are, but
Well,
they want to know the truth, and she asked me the truth, and I'm not her real dad, so I told her the truth, and she freaked out. So she
adopted
left.
children can be like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty pig-headed, I get that, but I want to make sure she's alright.
Well then, I'll look from a mother to a father.
Oh, you've got one of your own, that's kind of nice.
Yes, and his pig-headed stubbornness led him all the way out here, unfortunately.
Well, to fucked up kids then, eh?
And then you see her slide out like a small drinking glass and a flask, and she pulls it's two glasses, and she pours one for each, and she's like, to parenting, and the bottle has like a spider symbol on it, and for Wolf, and she's like, it's not poisoned, and I'll drink mine first. If you're worried about that, I know how your most dwarf kind is distrusting of elves.
Well, there's something else about the wolves you might know. We're resistant to poison, and he downs it really fast. Slams it on the table.
And she drinks hers elegantly. and then pockets both the glasses and puts the flask away. And she goes, "I'll keep my ear to the ground for you."
I've always preferred your kind to the fairer skinned of your ilk. You're classier. I like that. I appreciate your help, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, your half-elf one seems to be of a tone I have not necessarily seen, but you know, we come in all colors, as I understand it.
What do you mean, half elf? I just thought her ears were shot, like they'd been nicked. She's not a real elf?
She's only a half breed.
Ah. Can they, he points at his eyes and then to your eyes, read their thoughts? Like the real
She
ones.
busts out laughing and just goes, "If they have the proper magic, but that's true for any race. That is not something elves can just do."
He looks a little embarrassed, but then straightens up and nods and... Well, you've been around for a long time, much longer than me. I'm sure you know better than I do. That's interesting. All right.
Just if you meet any pure elves of high rank, be careful of them. They are distrustful, even more so than the drow sometimes.
All right. Good tip.
And good luck on your adventure. Obtaining this item for me is very pleasing. And you guys walk back out to Aileen, stealth check in the tower.
I was just gonna say, damn it.
And we walk out, and the hallway is empty.
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, Justin, give me a perception check in the tower.
I will say, before you look at what it is, I am kind of lost in contemplation about this whole elf knowledge that has been just dropped.
Don't. I'm gonna let you in on something. There's no way you could have made this. You
Okay.
actually could have tied it if you had rolled a 20.
Wait, I did it. I did another 20.
You have a +8 on your thing. So.
Yeah, I do. I'm sneaky.
So yeah, we walk out, return to the bar, and everyone is. I'm just moving. All right, you guys can move yourself back up to the main channel, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Everybody up?
Oh.
Welcome back, everybody,
Everyone
to Puppy
here?
Talk, where we talk about that puppy more.
Let's send a quick message to Sensei.
It looks like everybody's back in.
Somebody send a message to Sensei, because the only thing I can do is send it to him on frickin' Discord.
What do you want the message to say? Just that we're back?
Yeah, back.
If we ever get fan art, I would like to incorporate the dog into fan art.
All right.
It's
Oh,
not canon. It's not in the game.
I
Adventure
finally
party
found
mascot.
it, by the way.
I want, if I get fan art, I want my horse to look derpy as fuck.
Like a horse
Okay.
runs.
And you have
So
to
I
ride
found
backwards on it.
Raven's profile picture for everything.
Oh,
Whoa.
So Raven is a
So that's what I just got whisked away to her bedroom with. So
Yeah.
you guys can just go ahead and be jealous. It's fine.
Azir
Normally
didn't
the cloak
actually
is
notice.
the whole way around, covering her body, so you guys can't see it. But she's a drow who looks like she's been out in the sun a fair bit. So instead of being the very dark, like almost black skin or dark purple, she's lightened up quite a bit to be more of a light purple, lightish blue mix.
catch it.
And Hrothgar comes returning to the table, and Raven just looks at all of you guys and goes, "Till we meet again. Oh, and we'll meet in Saha Khan. Sahara Khan.
All right.
And when you guys pull out the map she has that she gave you for where the blah 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 cavern is,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to put a goddamn circle on the map. There we go. You guys see the circle?
Yeah.
Purple?
Yep.
That's basically the area of where it is.
Where are we meeting her? I don't
See directly to the right of it, Saha
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Sahara Khan.
got it.
Okay, and what would you guys like to do?
Well, Hrothgar's going to come back up to the bar and sit down next to Aelin. It looks like she's already here, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And he's just going to, when he can, steal a couple glances at the length of her ears and try and figure things out.
Um,
Anybody else?
I think you should head out as soon as possible. Ocelot, will you be joining us?
Sure.
All right. So you guys gather up your cart, your horse. Who's leading the cart? Ocelot, you're going to ride your horse again, correct?
Yep.
Horsey the Horserer, I believe you named him.
Goddamn right.
Well, give me an animal handling.
Let's see
I
if he
almost took
remembers which
double
way.
proficiency in this for shits and giggles, but I'm glad I didn't.
You walk up and just like hop right on it, and you're just like, hey ya, and you start heading out. And everybody else
I-
gets on the cart.
Azir
Yep.
looks over at
I'll take my
Ocelot as
spot
he
in
gets
shotgun.
ready. As Ocelot jumps on his horse, Azir wants to look over and be like, "Man, that guy really knows how to handle a horse. That is a fine job he just did there."
Some
I
people
felt
are
like I
just
should acknowledge the role.
Some people are just born equinists.
Oh. Do you not? I'm guessing your character doesn't remember me getting on the horse backwards.
No,
He
my
was
character's he actually
Oh.
legitimately doesn't remember why he's here.
All right, you guys start heading out on the road. Everybody give me perception checks.
Can Azir and I forego them so that we can check my brew that I've been...
Yes.
Thank you.
We ain't found shit.
Azir and Hrothgar aren't even looking because they're not worried. They know they can handle
We're
anything
looking
that
in
comes
this
up.
giant barrel on my back. I pulled it
Vincent fell asleep.
So I don't know too much about making alcohol. Give me, Travis, what's a fermentation process? Like quick.
So we're making an ale.
Yes.
off. Yeah.
So basically, we'd probably be checking to see if the malt in the ale is ready.
And it's been maybe a week?
5 days.
Yeah, okay.
can I kind of like scoot over to them and like look and see what they're doing?
You can. Give me a brewing, Hrothgar.
Okay.
We've created our own abilities and skills for this D&D game.
You look inside. I mean, you're on the cart, so it's bouncing around a bit on the road. You're not entirely sure. You're like you taste it a bit, and you're like definitely needs some more time. You decide not to really mess with it at the moment.
Can I ask Azir to kind of double check it for me? Because I don't really know what I'm doing.
You can.
Azir, get a whiff of this and tell me what you think.
Where do I need to
Hrothgar,
roll?
give me
Um,
another brewing check. With Azir's advice, you realize it's going quite well right now.
But I do think we should ask the elf. I know you have some problems with our Hrothgar, but she does seem to know what she's talking about with the ale, and well, she's pushing up against me to look inside the barrel, so maybe just let her
But-
look.
Excuse me, Hrothgar? May I ask you a question?
He tenses up, but then remembering what he was just told, kind of loosens a bit and strokes his beard. Yes, what is it?
What is this exactly?
Well, exactly, I don't fucking know, but it's supposed to be a Brewhammer Ale. I don't think I'm gonna get it quite right.
A Brewhammer Ale?
Ah, yes, the name of my clan, Brewhammer. They were famous for their brews up in the north by the Ice Rim Mountains.
You say were as in past tense? What happened?
He has like a really sullen look over his face, like he doesn't want to talk about it. But he says, "On the last of them."
Oh, I thank you for telling me. It looks interesting. And I'll just scoot back into my corner of the cart.
He nods and his eyes just kind of stare down into the froth inside the barrel and just nodding like, yeah, it is interesting.
Thank you for acknowledging my
All right.
hobby.
And the day
I'm just trying to be
goes
friendly.
by. There are a few inns pretty much along this road because it's a major trading route. So you guys are able to spend most of your nights in trade for the next few days until you get past Maratma, and you travel up another day along the path. And after 4 days of travel, you finally break away from the path and start heading towards the purple dot on the map. And you finally stop for the night in a desertish area.
To
And
double check, since we just traveled 4 days, you had said previously we were 6 days into this?
you were on day 6 when today started. So that was 6, 7, 8, 9. You are sleeping on. This is night 9.
Okay.
And who would like to do shifts? There are shifts 1, 2, 3, and 4. To make this easy on myself, put a number in the chat window for what shift you would like to take. In common, please. Okay. I've got 1, 2, and 4, and a 3.
Assuming 4 is like midnight, correct?
4 is like
or early
dawn.
morning?
Yeah,
Like-
before dawn.
Yeah,
Oh.
like 2 would basically be kind of like ending at midnight, or 1, and then 2 would pick up. 3 would pick up after that. Okay.
Gotcha.
So I
would like
have.
to.
Midnight would be
If-
more of a shift swap.
Okay. I have 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 1 for 3, 2 for 3, and none for 4.
There you go.
1 for
Use
4.
help.
All right. So
Stop muting yourself and people
First-
can hear you.
I was chewing food. God.
you have
No,
something to
it's
say?
fine. No, it's fine. Just
You
keep
sure?
going. Yeah.
It's fine.
All right.
Everything's fine.
It's whatever.
Ocelot, you are first shift. What are you doing?
Not that.
You're. I was gonna say playing a performance.
Yeah, apparently.
I'm on watch. I'm on watch.
You know what? That's exactly what I'm doing. Because clearly I'm fucking bad at this.
Just singing a song about how he's the greatest watchman in the world.
Backup minstrels.
So,
He's back there voguing by the campfire.
Ocelot, if you look at your actions tab, you'll actually see I added your loot and all the loot spells to it.
Yeah, I see them.
They are all one-time use until a new dawn.
Um,
In other words, burn them all in the next 5 minutes, and then
then
I'm just, that's for letting you know how it works.
then in all seriousness, I am going to cast protection from good and evil. I am going to cast invisibility.
These are
And-
concentration for good and evil and invisibility. You can only have
goddamn
one up at a time.
You know, fuck this. I'm flying.
Okay, so concentration on fly.
Okay, so I'm flying around, going wee, looking for things, but I'm not paying attention very well.
So
As
you're
you can
just
see with my
flying
roll.
around the camp, and you're just like, so this is what you feels like. And your shift passes with the night.
I want to say
Alright.
that Azir is awake for him flying around. Just
Yeah, you guys,
Freaking-
anybody who wanted to be awake can see how his shift starts.
I'm
But
not
they don't-
hiding this, and
It
I'm
only
not
lasts
exactly
for an hour,
flying.
so by the time your shift ends, you are on the ground. So
Yeah.
Vincent and Relentless, what are you two doing?
I'm gonna do my job.
the only one.
Relentless?
Gonna try to do the job, but gonna be severely distracted as to what happened.
Then roll yours at disadvantage. And David, unless you tell me otherwise, your raven is on your shoulder, okay?
Yes, that's correct.
So remember, if you ever have it move, you gotta let me know.
Oh, I will.
You got-
He will not move much, but if it happens, I'll let you know.
All right. So, you guys gonna talk, or are you just gonna keep an eye out?
No talking.
And your shift passes.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like
Aelin?
he really wants to talk.
Aelin, you?
So, I'd like to look around for somewhere that seems secluded. Maybe there might be a person around.
You guys are in pretty far off area. Give me a perception check.
Where you are?
You look around. The only thing around is the camp and the people in the camp.
Well, that'll have to wait then. I'll go back into doing my job then.
Aelin?
Can I pickpocket my target while they're sleeping?
Give me a whisper at what you're doing, and I will tell you what I need. Well, and then just give me a sleight of hand in tower.
Okay. Fuck. Where'd the tower go? Damn it. Sorry.
It's
Please
fine.
hold.
When you're doing rolls like this, I believe they should be secretive.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. I did it right?
I don't see anything. So did you do /W space GM?
Oh,
You can arrow up on your chat section and it'll bring up the last thing you type.
does that make sense?
So what you guys dreaming about?
Something serious.
Ooh.
Ravens and stuff.
I like birds.
Oh, you do?
No, that was out of character. Don't get any funny idea.
Look, I'm 4 feet, almost 5 feet of pure bird.
I thought you were saying like sexually you're 4 feet for a second. What are you just telling
Could
me?
you imagine?
5 seconds, and that's what I missed. All right.
About that foot life you heard?
Third shift ends. Fourth shift. What are you
That's
doing?
me, I guess. Alright. How dark is it still?
It's still pretty dark. The sunlight hasn't started to come up yet,
Is it coming soon or
and maybe like in an hour
okay?
you'll be able to see for the last hour of your shift.
For the first part of the time that I should be watching out, but I'm not, I am screwing with the glassblowers tools that we got from the ant people. So I take a bunch of sand and like put it in whatever tools come with that and try and like hold it over the fire and see if I can like make some kind of glass, but obviously it probably won't work because I'm not proficient or whatever. So I'm just fucking with that for like an hour or two. And then when the sun's about to come up and there's a little bit of light that I can see with, I'm gonna be I have a hand axe on my belt that I'll take off, and I'm stalking around the camp looking for scorpions to throw it at. Because I believe that I need scorpion venom for the Brewhammer ale.
All right, give me a survival.
Okay.
You find about 3 or 4. You find 4 scorpions, all the same kind.
I'll throw my axe at it.
They're all tiny. You get all of them. Like they can't even outrun you. So
Oh, good.
if you want to capture them all alive and put them in a bag, that's fine. Or
That's exactly what I want. I want a bag of scorpions. I'm gonna make an item called Bag of 4 Scorpions. Can I do that?
yeah, add that. You now have an item bag of 4 scorpions.
Got it.
I don't see how this could end badly.
Are they white scorpions?
Ooh, that's a good question. Will they protect me from Doonies?
These unfortunately are not
Okay.
white scorpions.
All right. So then, when before the sun comes up, I'll spend any remaining time cooking breakfast for the group.
Give me another survival.
I'm not cooking the scorpions, just so we're clear.
Uh,
Oh, it's
Good to
horrible.
know.
It
You-
is just not good.
I mean, it's edible.
How did you burn water?
I had an ant that legitimately burned water once.
I stopped watching it for 5 minutes. What happened?
Yeah.
I made steam pancakes.
All right, so everybody wakes up in the morning. Everybody ready to head out? What are you doing? Morning rituals? Anything else?
No.
Just packing up
You
my
flies
stuff,
atop
getting
the
ready to
cart.
go.
Yeah, I got nothing. Just mount the cart, go about my business as normal.
Rothgar looks like he was gonna bring you a plate, Relentless, to like cheer you up because he knows that to get to a good man's heart, you got to go through his stomach. But it's so bad, he knows not to give it to you. He just pitched.
It's probably for the best.
You guys arrive. People. You can rearrange your cells within 10 feet of the entrance. Because I just placed you on the map, so you can move your cells as you please.
Survive.
improvise. Adapt.
You know what I haven't done at all? Song request.
I thought we weren't gonna do that.
I have it
Oh
turned
yeah,
off.
that's right. It does mute things.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, I have it turned off for the stream.
Everybody have themselves. Oh shit! Did I really lock tokens?
You did.
Yeah.
I was gonna
It's
mention
not
that.
tell you.
Oh,
Or knocks up on this map.
I did not mean to lock tokens yet. Hang on. Unlock tokens. Okay, everybody move as you please.
When you're
Sensei, move 10 feet north.
I'm following Vincent.
How
Okay.
spooky does this cavern look?
So you guys can look inside. And this is what you see at the moment. And you are free to move and talk as you please.
Is this like you said it's a cavern, but is it like cut into a
You
mountain?
real she mentioned that it's she believed it used to be a jail. So this you realize it's cut right in. There's two wrought iron gates smashed to bits laying on the ground in front of you. But upon closer inspection, it's pretty obvious with the rust that they've been destroyed for decades. This place, even just looking in slightly, is clearly abandoned.
I'm
So,
gonna search the first room.
well, move in. Give me a perception check. It's quite dirty and dusty. There's a door to your left, a door to your right, and two hallways to the south with busted down doors in front of them. Smashed to bits and pieces made out of wood.
Hey Jack,
Yes.
I'm playing a dwarf, as you know. So when I go in, I gotta touch the rocks. And I gotta do
Alright.
this.
That's the stone history. You know that this facility was carved out of the mountains. It's old, and I don't know the exact thing for stone history of stone cutting. But you know this place has been here for over 140 years. The marks, it was made by was carved out by dwarves.
This place is younger than me.
All right, which way do we want to go?
Hrothgar's just gonna kind of
I
shuffle this
really hate
direction.
these tight spaces.
Yeah, how high is the ceiling for our Eric Upper?
It's large enough for everyone to fit in. It's about 10 feet tall.
Oh, so he can't really fly comfortably.
No, he cannot fly comfortably.
There's nowhere to spread your wings here.
But can he fly uncomfortably?
Oh yeah, constantly. Apparently, so can you. Once a day.
It's gonna get weird.
All right, so I don't get too confused. We'll start in top left order. Aelin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow the group to the right.
You, what are you doing?
Check out this door you said was over here.
You try the door handle?
Yes.
It opens up. It's clearly not locked.
Is there anything of note in here, or am I just looking at if?
You notice in the northern end of this room that there is a dead body that looks like it has been crushed.
Smashing.
And it's all skeletal bits and armor. It's clearly been dead for a very long time.
Wow.
You said and armor.
Smashed up, destroyed, rotted armor. Yes.
This is of no use. I'll just continue forward.
All right. Azir, who's still at the entrance.
I think I'm gonna come up behind Aylin. And before, when she was talking in Thieves' Cant, did I notice? Or when she was signing in Thieves' Cant, I guess.
You mean talking to me as the DM?
Well, no, back in the tavern with the kobold, I believe she talked to the kobold in Thieves' Cant last session, didn't she?
It might be true. I don't remember.
She did, but you never came over to where they were, so you wouldn't know that.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
You stayed
Well,
at the table.
in that case, I'm gonna go with sorry, Aylin. I'm gonna go with
God damn.
Hrothgar.
Vincent.
Do I see anything down these hallways?
Now it's starting to get pretty dark, obviously. So, do you have dark vision? Hang on. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I have 60 feet.
You notice that this one end dead ends, and that there's a halt slightly to the right. The other one keeps continuing a bit more, but it's just out. It's outside your dark vision at the moment.
I'm gonna go towards the caved-in part.
All right, move. Okay, Ocelot, what are you doing?
Just again, still sticking with Vincent.
Relentless.
Is there anything in this hallway of any relevance?
Did you move me?
No, I did not move you.
Oh, never mind.
But you can't walk past Vincent. Vincent is still kind of ahead of you.
Yeah, okay.
When you walk out to the edge of mirror, Relentless, this is what you see.
So I'm taking it that there's a chasm of some sort.
Would you like to inspect it?
Sure.
Give me an investigation. As you look around the edge, it looks like something dug its way through the mountain. And you look at it, and it's very like straight lined, no bits, kind of like it was carved.
Carved. Am I able to walk along the this area right here?
You
One second.
putting a pointer out?
Yeah, I will in a second.
No, that's like a wall to you.
Okay.
And it's like a slope down that it slopes slowly, so like every square you see you can move is like a descent of like 3 to 4 feet. So like you could slide down this,
Right.
but then you would have
Or
to climb
fly
up.
over.
And it's like 25, 30 feet deep.
Okay. I'm not gonna climb down. I'm gonna refrain from that and actually walk back with the group.
All right.
And I'm gonna mention it to you and the others that are still close that there's a huge chasm that looks to be dug by something rather large in that room over there. But climbing down may mean that we can't get back up.
I have rope. You have that fancy pole, don't you?
I do.
If you extend it from ceiling to floor, we can attach the rope to that. And all of you that don't have these great wings, extending his wings, you can all climb back up if you want to go.
How high is it from ceiling to floor?
It's 10 feet inside here.
Okay. My
But when you
pole-
go outside, there's nothing above this cavern. It's the sky. So the sun is leading in.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Hrothgar,
I'm gonna turn around, noticing Azir come up behind me, and then quickly I'll see. I think there's a door behind you, right? Is that a door?
there's a door behind him.
Azir, see what's in that door there. And I'll move up and have my hammer ready. So like if he opens it, and then I can charge in if there's anything to hit.
He opens the door, it swings open,
Ah!
and you enter an empty room.
Oh. There's nothing in here. Let's keep moving.
Aelin, or the main hallway. Hrothgar's just cleared out this room. You guys gonna follow Vincent and Ocelot?
I'm gonna go look down here.
Keep. All right. Is that as far as you're gonna move?
Yeah.
All right. You see just a little ahead. That's same thing. That's about as far as you can see.
Okay.
I realize now that I gave Vincent a little much on his sight. You?
I'm gonna go check out this little chasm that I just got told about.
It's a wide open chasm. You gonna fly out there?
How far is it from end to end? Does it look like? Let's see every one of these blocks.
It looks very far to you.
But I can comfortably see the other side.
You can't exactly see around the corner enough, so this is like what you can see standing in there.
No, but like straight across. I mean.
Straight across, there's a wall in front of you, and like the cave, the
So-
mountain that's been dug open continues like straight up from there, kinda.
Oh, so it's like just a gouge in the ground and then straight sheer mountain on the other side.
Yeah.
Leave the party to go for the chasm.
All right. You got flight. Where are you heading?
Fuck it, let's do it.
Lift the
Here
tree.
you go.
Famous last words.
Just over here. Flying out just a little bit. I guess you said all the sun's coming in, right?
Yeah, it's pretty bright out. You can see.
Alright, so that was 30 feet then. I think every square was 5 feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was just kind of flying out 30 feet, scoping around, planning to continue further south, but just kind of looking
All right.
around first.
You can kind of see a little ledge to your right. All right. Azir,
Let's go. Let's look around. What's Hrothgar doing?
he's following you. So, like, the main room, Azir, Relentless, Hrothgar, what are you guys doing? Because
Well, I
You're
was
all
following
together.
Hrothgar and he's following me.
Well, I cleared that room out with your help, and then it's empty. So I was gonna move south and follow Aelin at this point.
all right, Relentless, are you gonna follow them?
Yeah.
All right, you guys can all move yourselves to Aelin. Ocelot, Vincent, you see the others catching up to you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna check out this hallway and just kind of motion to them, let them know we're heading down the hallway.
All right.
I'll give him a nod. Acknowledged.
See what's behind this door.
As you put your hand on the door, actually, this door is already open. And there's just green, gooey stuff on the floor.
You guys found the sex chamber.
Do I know what the green goo stuff is? Like, does it look familiar?
Give me a nature check. No. It looks like green, gooey stuff on the ground.
All right. Do I see anything else in the room other than the green goo? Any other doors? Anything?
If you look to the south, you see a crushed body with wrought armor and some green glue on it. Green goo on it, but the body looks like it's been there for quite a while.
I think they were shooting a Nickelodeon show in there years ago.
All right. I just keep going down the hallway. That room's not interesting. Do I see anything here?
There you go.
All right. As long as I still have the time for it, I guess I'll reconnect with them out here. Wave to them.
All right. So you guys come walking out of this hallway. You guys can all move yourselves south to group up with them.
Is there
You.
any way into this square to the southeast of me, or no? I don't see a door or anything there in the corner. Okay, I wasn't sure.
You. Where are you
Yes.
flying?
Let's go. This looks to be something I can kind of be above. Okay.
Yeah. You can land there if you would like.
10, 15, 40, 50. Worst cleric ever.
The rest of the group, since you're in this position, this is what you guys see.
All right. Just keep going down the hallway. Is there anything
Yeah.
down that way? I'm gonna try the door.
It starts to slowly open. Would the rest of you guys like to catch up?
I'm gonna head down straight south.
Hrothgar, where are you going? You sticking with them?
I'll linger here, and then that way, if they call over that they see something they need help with, I can run over.
Aelin, Azir?
Azir's gonna follow.
All right. As you open this door, you can hear someone inside. And you open it, and he is right in front of this chest, trying to pick the lock, with his sword on the ground. And you open the door, and he looks at you. And he's just staring at you. What do you do?
Does he look hostile?
He has a sword, but it's laying on the ground, and he's holding lockpicking stuff. And he's kind of like frozen looking at you for a moment. So he is currently not hostile.
I'm gonna talk to him then. Like, who are you?
Who are you? They told us nobody else was supposed to come out here. And like he reaches down and picks up his sword, and he's like holding it at like maximum arm extension at you. Like you not entirely sure how to wield a sword, pointing it at you.
Put that thing down before you hurt yourself. Clearly somebody hired you to do the same thing we're here for.
Put that thing back where
Well,
you.
what are you here for?
We're here to retrieve something.
So am I. And so am I. And you see him like nervous, and he's just like, checking these chests. They're mine. I was here first, and if I get them open, I get what's inside. That's a deal I made with my group.
How many of you are in your group?
I don't think I should tell you that.
Sounds like a group of one to me.
Hrothgar, Azir, Aelin, Relentless. You can hear him talking. You're in range for that.
It doesn't sound threatening to me. Like I'm just kind of
No,
chuckling.
it
to
does
Azir
not.
And nudging him like, what do you think's fucking going on over there?
How many of you are there?
Enough.
I believe you.
More than one.
Look, kid, why don't you get out of here before you hurt yourself?
Can't leave my friends. Friend.
Well, okay,
I
where's
came
your
here
friend?
to make money. I need that money.
How much you need?
Enough to help a village. So unless
What
you're
is that,
willing to
like 2
trade
gold?
that, but
I'll give you 50 gold to get the fuck out of my face.
What about these chests? There
Leave
might be
'em.
more than 50 gold in them.
That's your risk. I'll give you 50 for the chests and you get the hell out. Or you can go and try to keep the chests. Either way, I get to have fun.
What about my friend? I ain't leaving him behind. I don't want to leave him behind.
Go find him and get him and leave.
Give me the 50 gold now.
Sure.
He hesitantly walks forward, and Vincent, you'll step back for him.
Yeah.
And he's like still kind of holding his sword out, and he holds out one of his hand. He's
I
like,
hand
my
him
friend.
50 gold.
All right, take 50 gold out of your
I
inventory.
already did.
Okay. And he goes, my friend's deeper in. So.
Are
I'm
you
gonna go
asking me
get him.
to help him?
No. I'm asking you to step aside. And he looks past you and sees everyone else, and he's just like, you ain't lying. There are a lot of you.
I said more than one.
And so he skitters past you guys and comes up to the next group. He's like, paid me to get out of here, but I want to get my friend first. So,
Exits that way. You're not going past me, boy. Not without a
Get-
lump on your head.
can I
Let him go. I already paid him to
can-
leave. They
can
won't
I-
take
can I-
anything.
Can I follow you? I just want to get my friend. Not gonna mess around. I won't cause no problems.
Hrothgar looks to Relentless, because he's the one in charge as far as Hrothgar is concerned. Up to you if you want to babysit this little pipsqueak.
I should preface it to the party that that lady left my character in a very foul mood. Raven.
Mm-hmm. You about
So
to do
that-
something?
that's
You about to
g-
flay
no,
some flesh?
No, that's just why he's being kind of a dick to everyone and everything.
Okay.
All right, so he's gonna follow you guys down the steps. What Vincent, Ocelot, you guys gonna?
Well,
come
did
to the
Relentless
Yeah, I
steps?
want to
say
know
he
what's in
could?
the chest I just paid a lot of money for.
All right. They are
And it's empty.
clearly locked.
Oh, I hope so. All right,
So,
hold on. I yell to Relentless, hey, I need you to come break a lock for me.
Two rogues yelled assault.
The guy is still holding his lock picking tools, and he's just like, "Oh man."
Perfect.
You're
Hey,
gonna try and break the
my-
lock on these 3 chests. I need strength checks.
Oh no.
Bardic Inspiration!
Give me a strength check at advantage, because he's helping you, and then you can roll a d6 on top of that.
I'm just like, come on!
Still
You're
an 18.
pulling on this lock, trying to get it off, and even though it is old and rusty, you just can't break it.
Can someone pick this?
I will go and help the idiot cat.
So
Hey, Ocelot didn't you need lockpicks? This kid's standing here with some just bobbing about.
I had to buy these. They were expensive.
Well, he just bought on back for 50 fucking gold.
The kits are worth a lot.
Molly
And I
can
was
get
trying
the
to
rest
open
of
them.
that
I would have done them for 50 gold.
I kept what was inside.
Azir, give me a lock picking check. You have the tools.
Yeah, it's just sleight of hand with +2, right?
Literally have the tools to do this.
Well, he would have to manually have added it to his skill thing.
Okay, yeah, just give me a normal sleight of hand check.
I have it on mine. Like,
You pick the lock.
Hooray!
You
What's in-
open the chest, and it is empty. Give me
Ah.
2 more lock picking check, sleight of hands.
God damn it.
You open up the second chest. It is also empty. You
Okay, the
cannot-
third. I have a question about the third chest. Is it made of wood?
Yes, they're all made out of wood.
I kind of want to light it on fire.
It's a chest full of
Um,
oil.
Okay.
Ocelot dies.
Are you going to light it on fire?
No. I'll see if Azir can pick it again. I'll have him try again.
All right. Before you get to try again, you give me your movement. You can dash, by the way, to move 100 feet if you like. Chris, you're muted.
All right. I was counting as well.
Oh, I could have lost your token for that.
I think that's 100. We'll do that.
That's fine. So you can see a bit more. And as you look, you glance down, you can see a bit into that.
Well, that looks interesting. Ned? Never mind. We'll stay here. Oh, so much cavern.
Oh, shit, that's not what I meant to. But
Congrats, you
you
walk into the endgame boss.
you can see a door to your right. About. You see it? Where I have it? white
Heading
block.
north, about
It's on
3
the
blocks in.
east wall. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can I continue to move or next time?
It'll be next time. So Azir, give me your
Fair
lock
point.
picking. And Hrothgar, Relentless, and Aelin, you guys can move further down the stairs. Vincent, if you want to keep up with them, you can move to their location.
Did Relentless say it's okay for this boy to follow us?
For 50 gold, he's going first.
Alright. I'll let him push past me then.
All right, so he jumps past you guys and like hurries to the bottom of the steps, which you guys can see here.
If he dies and I laugh, don't think less of me.
I don't plan on dying.
I
You
wasn't
try the
talking
lock.
to you, boy. You're such a mouth.
You try that lock again, and you can't get it.
That was a good use of 50 gold, Ocelot. Bye-byes. Put that thing back where it come from. It will help me.
just so help me.
So, Azir, are you going back to catch up with the group?
Yeah.
Ocelot?
Did the other chest get opened?
No, the third chest is not open.
I thought he was gonna try again for me.
He did.
I did.
He
I failed, and then I got bored and realized there was no alcohol in this room.
I'm lighting it on fire. I want to know what's inside.
With
Also,
what?
because I knew you were going to light it on fire if I failed.
I'm sure I have a torch in my basic adventuring kit.
You don't.
Hold on. Alright. I'm gonna use my loot to levitate this chest. I'm gonna walk it with me. over here, and I'm gonna huck it down the fucking stairs when everybody moves with levitate, so it goes flying. It'll break open.
Can I
All right,
just turn around and try the lockpick?
You see
You
Ocelot
see me
at
with a
the
floating
top
chest.
at the top of the steps with a floating chest, and he's just like very impatiently waiting. Mark that as levitate is used for the day, and the bandit moves up and walks around the corner. So, is everybody else can move except for Ocelot at the moment?
Did I hear them talking about that cavern, or is seeing it right now the first to have known about it?
That's probably the first you've seen it.
This, yeah, you guys all come down here and you see this. It just ends out, and you can't really see you from your exact spot because he's a bit too far south in the angle. Well, Aelin can maybe see him a little.
I can also see better in the dark too. So I could
So-
probably see him.
Yeah. And then as you guys walk down here, you hear the cluttering of a chest go smashing down the stairs.
Did it open?
It's in pieces.
Call
All right,
that a win.
it's like the top got broken off. So the lock is still on, but the hinges on the back of this chest have snapped off, and the door flies open, and it scatters across the ground.
Damn, that's a stubborn lock.
And Azir and Ocelot, you guys walk to the bottom of the steps, and this chest is also empty.
All that work.
And then the bandit walks up to the door ahead and just like looks back at you guys, and he's like, I'm getting my buddy and going. And he enters through the door. He doesn't close it behind him.
I'm gonna keep up with him. Don't really trust the little guy.
All right, move your tokens, everyone. You can move your token.
All right.
Ocelot, why didn't you just put your mixtape inside the chest?
I'm on the phone. 1 sec.
Because he needed it to be fire.
Damn.
Savage.
Are you going to catch up with the rest of the group?
Yes.
Ocelot, Azir, move your tokens to keep up, please.
Ocelot's on the phone with your father right now.
Oh, I'm sure that's going well, so I'll move them. Azir, you have to move yourself.
I'm on the
Alright.
phone with your father too.
That's weird. Anyways, he walks up and he looks to the east to see the door, and then to the southwest to see the other door, and he's like, I didn't travel this far in. I only got to the room with the chests and was told to get them open. I don't know which way my buddy went.
Does it look like either of the doors has been used while the other one hasn't?
Give me a perception check. Everybody can move into this room if they want. Both doors look like they've been opened.
I want to look in that one.
All right. As you open this door, right in front of you, this guy bumps right into you. Hey, who are you? And like looks past to see the other guy standing behind him. It's like, what? There are more people that know of this place?
Well, I would not say we know of this place. I would say we learned of this place.
All right. Well, one, where's your token? Because you're not even in the room. Okay. Hrothgar, Aelin, you gonna move up as well?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Can I be up here with you, Azir? Is that cool, or am I in someone's way? Should I be up here?
So Vincent, he's staring at you and sees like everyone behind you, and he's just like, they told us nobody else was supposed to find this
Hey.
place.
What was in the chest?
It was empty.
Eh. I've spent more money on stupider things.
And the
Probably real
guy
money.
behind you, Vincent's like, David, we got to get out of here. They paid me 50 gold to just leave. Come on, it'll help our village a bit.
More than what was in the chest.
And the bandit in front of you,
Yo.
Bandit 12,
I tell him
now is
I paid him 50 gold for 3
David.
empty chests.
You see David look out and just kind of laugh, and then you hear the other bandit laugh as well. He's just like, well,
No take backs.
and he's standing in front, and he's like, well, 50 gold, just leave it as it is. But they promised us hundreds if we help them find the item here. But I don't want to die for it.
What item do they have you looking for?
They just said an artifact. They hired us because our village is close by and we knew of the location.
Who hired you?
And he looks at Vincent and he's like, "Can you step off me?" And, like, kind of, you move back a bit, and he enters the room.
Who hired you?
Just a group of mercenaries. Said they were looking for this place. We knew where it was. They wanted some item they said that was in here. This place has been raided dozens of times. No way anybody's missed something in here. We just made some gold off them, but we figured if they found it and they were willing to pay, why not?
What did they describe the item to you?
No. They just said they were looking for an item and they knew what they were looking for.
Well, that's fucking useless information.
Did they describe the item? Tell you what to look for?
You had just asked that.
Oh, my bad.
And Dave looks over at
My
the other
bad.
guy and goes, Marvin, you find anything? No, just 3 chests I couldn't get unlocked. Apparently there was nothing in them.
I threw one down a set of stairs.
David looks over and goes, I heard that. I was wondering what that noise was and I was coming to look.
Look, we have common ground
chest.
now. Are they new best friends?
But
So Robin ran away.
we appreciate the gold, and I think we'll just leave, if that's all right.
That'd be best.
And Marvin and David step past you guys and go running out into the hallway and disappear. What are you guys doing?
Gonna go search that room he came out of.
All right. There's a door to the north, and it's empty, this room.
I'm gonna come over to Relentless. Yeah, I don't want to be a crab about it, but what if those 2 kids were lying and they're gonna send the reinforcements behind us, trap us in here?
Vincent, walk into that room and give me a perception check.
You bring up a good point. I think whatever the giant thing in here is more of a concern, but we should have someone that's pretty quick on their feet watching the entrance to this cave.
Since Aylin's next to us, I'll turn to her. Aylin, do you think you could watch our backs as we go forward? Make sure no one's creeping up on us.
That is something I can do.
Vincent, you find a secret door that is flush with the wall. You push it off to the side. And you enter it to find 4 statues, all facing towards the center of the room.
All right, I'm gonna call out to them and let them know I found a secret doorway in here, and then I'm gonna inspect the room.
Everybody hears you. Give me an investigation, Vincent. And everybody, since you don't have to move your tokens inside because it would be relatively cramped, who else is going in and investigating?
I will just go to where the secret entrance was, so I can marvel at the dwarven craftsmanship of the secret.
I hate fantasy grounds.
Yeah, because real dice aren't random.
I have rolled one high roll. One. In the
Okay.
several sessions.
You
Everything
rolled.
else.
Whatever.
I wasn't asking for feedback, but thanks.
There. Do kind of like that. Just to let you know I'm over there.
All right. These are dwarven statues, Hrothgar. So if you're going to investigate them, you can use your stone
Ooh.
cutty thing.
Cool. Are they depicting anyone from like dwarven lore I might know about? Or no?
All the statues seem to be dwarves of different kind of skills: blacksmithing, leatherworking, making armor, and stone cutting.
Ah, no brewers.
Upon closer investigation of them, they are extremely well made. And your history check tells you that for dwarven culture, these would be probably worth a lot if you found the right dwarf who would want them.
I'm gonna tell, as an aside, to Vincent, because he's probably the closest one to me, about all of that. And I don't know how Vincent rolls, if he loves that gold or not, but this is worth a lot.
How much is a lot?
I don't know, but if you find the right buyer,
You guesstimate that each statue to the right buyer could be 150 to 200 gold each.
How easy does it seem to move them?
They're very big. They're very heavy statues. They probably each weigh 100 pounds.
Okay, but are they like sealed onto the floor at all?
No.
or-
Like
All right.
upon inspection, you can probably pick them up and carry them out.
Let's
I would call to
take
relentless.
note of this.
Let's get the muscle in here.
Vincent, you do get the idea that you could take these out after you finish discovering the rest of this cave.
Yeah, I was saying let's take note of this place and come back after we finish searching the rest of these ruins.
Okay, that sounds good.
Does it seem like there's anything other than the statues in here? Did I see anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Go back out and meet up with the rest of everybody else.
All right, where's everyone head? Who's going for the door? Relentless, you open this door. And in front of you, you see two very nicely crafted dwarven statues.
Relentless is gonna whistle to Rothgar,
What's up?
and he just points down the hallway at the statues.
Can I go over and check them out?
More stone cutting.
Let's do it.
These are very nice statues, although they don't look like they were carved. Maybe they were so well polished that it's impossible to see the marks from the crafter. They literally look like dwarves, so perfect in stone.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll squint down at it and look for those marks, but I don't really see them, so I look pretty impressed. That is apparent.
Your estimate is that these two are probably worth even more than the other four.
This is the motherlode.
Relentless
Everybody
kind of
else
looks
can
at the
move up.
statue And,
You guys can move as you please.
Relentless is gonna kind of look and just say, "Is this anyone you know?" To Rothgar.
What do you mean by that? I'm not from around here. I don't know who this is.
Saying they're pretty lifelike. Almost as if they may be not be statues at all.
He looks kind of nervous, like he hadn't even considered that. I don't know if a dwarf would consider being turned to stone a curse or a blessing.
Maybe you can chip off a piece and see if he says out. He says jokingly.
That's really heartless.
So, what's happening? What's everyone doing?
Walking down to the next door on the right.
You gonna open it?
Mm-hmm.
As you get closer to the store, you can hear noises inside and some cluttering. And you put your hand on the handle, and you turn it a bit, and you can feel that it's unlocked. But you're pretty sure there's someone inside.
Can I prep a grapple action?
You can. You want a surprise round where you charge in?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you whisk the door open. Give me an athletics check to run up and move yourself up to grab this guy. You grapple him.
Alright. So I ask him, what is this room? What is he doing here?
Oh my God, what the hell? Holy shit! He's like looking up at you and he's just like, it's a room, I was searching it!
How many of there are you?
6, 7? Oh, but
I throw him towards Rothgar with the intent of throwing him at the wall, but knowing that Rothgar may or may not catch him as a fear tactic.
give me
I
an
misread that situation completely, and Molly gets swung as you throw him at me.
well, give me an athletics to throw him.
Not a problem. He done throwed.
Okay, so he comes over here, skidding at you. Roll your attack on him.
I got a 14. I forgot to target him first.
Do it again.
Can you
You
drag
hit,
that onto
roll
him?
damage.
Okay. Boom.
You clock him right
Out of the air
in the
is what I was going
fucking
for.
chest out of the air, and he goes flopping to the ground, breathing heavy for air. He's like, "What? Oh no! What was that for?"
Another grapple check.
I'm just looking at Relentless for permission. Like, did I do good? Like, was that what you wanted?
Well, you didn't murder him, so.
You grab him again.
I lift him up and then I ask him again, how many are you?
I just told you how many we are.
You're about to be one less.
And he tries to stab you.
I hold him and then nod to Rothgar, just like end this.
Oh, I look over to the bird. You?
Let me take this one.
I'm Adam.
I look at the bandit. I am you of the Aran Temple of Baal.
Look at me. Back of the bandit. Back at me. Back of the bandit.
Look at my beard.
Baal awaits thee. Baal embraces thee. None escape Baal. I go for my strike.
I just disconnect. Well, I'm losing.
No!
Quick, kill him!
Quick,
Roll
kill
him!
him! Quick, do it! Do it! Do it now!
Well, you kill him.
Oh wait, damn it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad your connection dropped.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Will his eyeball pop out of his socket? Will you eat it? Find out next time. That's
Spoiler alert, yes and yes.
great. Spoilers.
So why don't you describe what you do to him, since the DM said you did kill him, and we got some air to fill.
Certainly. So rather than my usual mace, I pulled out the ceremonial dagger, which is, for all intents and purposes, a normal dagger, save for it's very curved, jagged, kind of a brutal killing machine. We use it in our ceremonial killings. Head's part of the little script there I read for him. It is very important that he knows who I am and why he is chosen. That this death is in Paul's name. This dagger is taken straight to the throat, carving down his chest. As he's apparently dead now, Relentless, can you kindly release him?
Relentless just loosens his grip and lets his body drop.
What the bodies?
The knife is further used to carve out the symbol of Baal through his chest.
And
Just remember,
We're all just watching this.
my character doesn't see it. I'm guessing because I would probably not be okay with this.
I was gonna
Well,
say.
it's happening from
You're breaking up super bad.
No.
Also, I'm around the corner. I will tell you this much though: let the bodies hit the floor. It's raining men, and I'm free falling are all about the same event from 3 different perspectives.
Yep.
I've now officially had to pull the bag out of the box of wine to be able to get the last drips.
You gotta tip it. Tip it.
See, I heard you say that,
Apparently,
Katie.
they're making fancy box wines now.
But I imagine you having your hand out and you're just gesturing like you gotta tip it.
Oh my god, that's exactly what I did.
To be fair, Ocelot, boxed wine is like the perfect delivery system for wine. Literally, from a winery standpoint, it's cheap, it's easy to do, and it has the lowest chance of getting oxygen in, thus not ruining the wine.
Also, cork trees are endangered, so that would be good for them.
I have a York
all
peppermint
the
patty.
all the materials are recyclable.
Yeah, like I've read a couple articles in the past because Emily got me some classes because she thinks that I should like try to become a low-level sommelier because I love wine so much. So she like got me some classes for my last birthday that I went to, and they specifically said like box wine has a terrible reputation, but in all reality, boxed wine is like an incredible idea for wine, and it wouldn't be surprising if in the next few years most fancy wines switch over to be in boxes.
Yeah,
It
I've
preserves the
actually heard.
flavor a lot better.
Yeah, I've actually heard a lot of talk about them changing over,
She
like
did a
super
review of
expensive
it.
wines in a box, which I don't like. I don't get why people, down on boxed wine. It's wine.
Try and
Like,
reconnect.
And it's a good value. Like this wine that I'm drinking right now is actually a very good Cab Sav. Like I can
Yeah.
buy better wine, but not for the price.
I'm guessing $4 for 8 gallons. It'll get you hammered, and it tastes good.
Now this was the equivalent of 4 bottles worth of wine. Each bottle is 750 milliliters, so that's what 3 liters of wine. Yeah, 3 liters of wine for $25, and it's a pretty quality wine.
That's not bad.
Oh, I have 2 bottles of wine here.
Speaking of Emily's and wine, my Emily is upset because we don't have any cheese to go with our wine.
Did you tell her? Did you let her know that cheese is an abomination? It's not true. I love cheese so much. I'm just
I was gonna
lactose
say.
intolerant. Cheese was my favorite thing before it started giving me stomach pains. It might be why it gives me stomach pains now.
Might be.
Is everyone reconnecting?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Forgetting that we already packed all of our glassware.
What the hell,
So
Justin?
now,
Can't no longer connect to this Discord. Others working. But it says he's in this Discord.
I'm going to have wine from a red solo cup.
Now he should be fine.
Justin?
Sometimes Discord messes up like that.
Why
Can we
did you
kick
pack
him
away
out
all
and
your
ask him
glasses?
to come back?
Because we're moving on Tuesday.
Oh, moving fucking sucks.
Yep, especially mid-July or mid-August.
Christian,
guess
can
it's
you
early
kick
August.
Justin and tell him to rejoin?
Summer in Texas. Yay!
I live in Florida. Feel.
You know my pain.
Yep.
You guys just get more weird weather than we do. You know, hurricanes.
1% chance of rain. It's gonna fucking rain.
Alright, I kicked him and then invited him back. Looks like he says he's online. Oh, but I gotta make him part of the roll. There you go. He's gotta
What the
join.
hell?
He said I need permissions. There he goes.
Got it.
Alright,
Thank
I
you.
still need Azir and Hrothgar to come back.
Yeah, I like that sound. That's a sound I know well.
We get
History
tipsy
people.
tonight.
Oh my
What gr-
god.
What civilization is attributed to the invention of wine?
Impossible to say.
Pinpoint it. Yeah.
I mean,
History people, why have you failed me?
the Japanese, the Chinese, and the ancient Etruscans and the Egyptians pretty much came up with it simultaneously but independently.
Or what if aliens, you guys?
Yeah, it could be that.
Alright, is
Totally
everybody
aliens.
in? Jesus.
That's what the History Channel says, anyway.
Jesus, you think so? All right, I
He
guess
did
we
turn
can go
water
with
into
Jesus.
wine.
Turn water into-
You know that guy's just slowly getting abducted, right? Look at his hand.
One
So-
small hole at a
Rip
time.
stream.
They left right around the technical difficulties, I bet.
We're gonna need a full-time editor just to cut these parts out.
We're gonna need like an outtakes reel.
Just us sitting around
It's
talking
just
about
us.
wine and dogs.
And then intermittently put that thing back where it came from.
How much so help me?
So Travis, I was actually telling Justin yesterday I need to send you a bunch of pictures, and I was gonna do it. D&D was about to start, and I was like, "Ooh, I'll get yelled at again."
Yeah, I would not be able to focus. I'd just be like, oh my god.
So, did you guys not hear me say Hrothgar had a half chub from the religious sacrifice in front of him? Or...
I
I
did
think
not
I
hear
missed
Sorry,
that.
I-
hear that.
I
did
wasn't
not-
there for that.
That.
I
What,
thought maybe
yeah,
that
what
got...
happened?
So
Yeah, you. What happened?
we're gonna refill this.
Take
Oh,
a
no.
So,
Paint me a word picture.
of course. So, I took my dagger rather than the mace, through the bandit's throat, down his chest, effectively ending his life.
He screams loudly.
Well, he started
That's
with
fine.
throat.
No, you don't say.
It's like probably a gurgle.
You know, for a
So,
little bit.
What are you guys doing now?
Oh, he's not done. He's still describing what happened.
So after he's effectively dead, I requested that Relentless release him. Released his grip, fell to the floor. With the same knife, I carved the symbol of Ball across his chest, over his heart.
And what
I
does
thought
that
his
look
chest
like?
was opened.
Well, you know, that was
If you
down
have
the center.
any question of why your character is no longer good, remember this moment.
Let the roleplay flow.
Hold on.
Don't worry about
Hold
your life.
on. This is a requirement every 10
Yes,
days. Hence
from
the
an
whole question.
from an evil deity. Committing murder like this is an evil act.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, look, I
you,
accepted
but
true neutral.
the DM is
You're leaning
100%
towards getting full on evil, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, nothing you have done has been in anywhere close to neutral. In like at all, at any
Anyways,
point. This is
what
just
are
straight up
you
ritual
guys doing,
What
Aelin?
what does
You-
the
Not the
symbol
neutral.
look like?
What does
wanna
the
know.
symbol look like?
Yeah. What are you carving?
The symbol is a human skull surrounded by blood droplets going in a counterclockwise fashion.
So that's gonna take like a while, like a few minutes. You're doing this.
Eh,
He's
Yeah,
in
I'm
Practiced
practiced.
hands.
I'm practiced.
it's going to take you some time to do that. So,
Fair enough.
Relentless,
I lost my
Hrothgar, everyone else, you're watching this atrocity. Aelin, if you want to move up to keep up.
Where's my map?
But I'm around the corner. Am I
Double
actually seeing
click.
this atrocity?
Open up your.
I don't think you are.
Because I
You
was
have
like,
you have time. You all have
I-
time to join this corner and see
Look
what he is
away!
doing.
Look away!
I'm just gonna walk past him and check this door.
yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Relentless,
this
are you
door.
investigating that room behind you?
Well, I just dropped the body when you said to. Whatever he does to it, I really don't give a fuck. I'm turning around and I'm walking and I'm investigating the room and looking around to see what he was scrummaging about.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Aelin, are you going to move up?
Well, I
Yeah.
don't see shit, so fuck this room.
This room is torn up. You stay in that room where you were. Ocelot, give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
To open a door?
Depending on what's on
Yep.
the other side of the door, yeah.
It's a mimic. It's grappling, you fool.
I do love mimics.
Loses both hands. Has to quit being a bard.
So as you open the
It's
door, a
same.
I'll play
hand
with my fucking
reaches.
teeth.
As you go to open the door, a hand reaches out and tries to grab you, but you jerk back and it misses.
Is it a mimic hand?
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh
God.
shit!
Ocelot!
Yay!
Why you do this?
Too many
Open
mimic
doors?
jokes, guys.
No, I'm okay with this.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
David's only okay with it because of the amount of times I've tried to kill him with a mimic.
That is absolutely correct.
Sever. Swap initiatives. Oh wait.
Hey,
My initiative is always garbage.
you
Nice.
can't really see the whole way in Ocelot because the door's open, and Vincent, you do open this door below you. And you, as you see that, you see a knife dagger come at you and miss.
That's weird.
And combat has begun.
Neat, who's at the top?
Not you guys.
Bandit 24.
The door swings wider open, and you see.
Oh my
holy
god.
shit,
He's got shanked.
you see fucking.
You should have hung out and watched the sacrifice, bro.
Wait, where's fucking Bandit 24 and how's he hitting me through a wall?
You see him standing in the back with his arrow lined up at you.
I do have one question. Did you give me cover?
I did. But he critted you.
Damn.
I call horseshit.
He
Anyway.
rolled a 20. When you play and somebody's behind half cover, which I gave you, does a 20 still hit or does it miss?
Jack, I was
Ocelot, it's
being
your turn.
facetious.
Well, then don't fucking bring it up.
So it's your turn, Ocelot. What do you do? She got hit by an arrow.
You got hit hard.
I don't do anything. Cool. I'm done.
All right, Vincent.
Vincent, I love how you guys were the closest and you both rolled really well.
It's probably for the best.
Uh, I'm gonna take a couple steps back.
You get a opportunity attack against you because you leave his threat range.
From 21.
Yeah. He hits you. All right. He's in like half cover now for if you're gonna try and hit him. Kind of hard to see.
What about the captain?
The captain is in your line of sight.
Oh.
Well, he failed the shit out of whatever spell you're casting.
I'm not paralyzed, but I seem
All
to
right,
be
so have fun with that,
tired.
guys.
What did you hit him with?
Old person. I put the effect on him.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So when what is it? When does he get to reroll it? His turn, or
At the end of each of his turns, he gets to roll.
what if somebody hits him?
Let me read through it real quick.
Well, that's your action, right?
Yeah, no, I'm done.
I think you can hit them.
Let me
because
pass.
It's not like asleep where it would wake him up
All
by
right.
hitting him.
Roll that check on him again because it's his turn.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about being hit, so I guess being hit doesn't affect.
Okay.
Oh,
He has broken free from your paralysis.
well, you stole one turn because now it's turn.
But that was his turn. Hrothgar.
All right. Well, after the things that I have witnessed, which include sacrificial murder, and now a bloody Vincent running back into my line of sight, and I hear the sounds of glorious combat, I would like to rage. So that's my bonus action, or my
Okay.
boner action in this case, and I'll go reckless.
Wow.
What? I'm
Nothing.
excited. There's so much blood in the air right now.
All right.
So
Where
I
are you
come.
going?
I will come wheel. Oh, do you want to lock the tokens or?
Oh shit! I thought I did that. All right, there we go. Now where are you going?
If I move next to Ocelot, can I hit the paralyzed? Well, he's not paralyzed no more. Never mind. I'll just
Yeah,
run
you
this
can hit
way.
him,
I'm gonna run
Alright.
through this door because
and
this
you're
is the
gonna
guy
head through that door.
Yeah.
All right.
Because I can see that guy, right? When I come around the corner.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
As you enter this, and you look behind him, you see two dwarven stone statues walking up. He does not seem to have noticed them yet.
Oh.
Well, I'm raging, so my eyes are laser focused. I probably don't notice them either. So yeah, I roll this with reckless abandon. And that is my turn.
Oops. Aelin,
Um.
as you look at those two statues in front of you,
Oh
This-
God.
a little.
Okay.
You get the feeling that they're coming to life.
I should probably try and stab them then.
Unlife them
But-
quickly.
How hard are they? Can I pick up a rock and throw it at them?
You can run over and stab them. They're creatures.
Okay, cool. I'm
And
gonna.
if you move up and stab them, like you are, sneak attack, you got a buddy next to you.
Ooh, exciting. Okay.
Good job, Azir. MVP.
I stab it. And I miss it.
You gonna go for your bonus action?
Oh God.
You just miss.
I'm good at being sneaky, but not much else.
All right. Pass your turn.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Ah, okay. Ow.
Relentless.
Ignore that. I'm trying to fix my initiative.
Fix your initiative.
Yeah, I get my charisma modifier added to my initiative now.
Well, you
No, I don't
changed
mean for
it's
this fight. I mean for future.
all right. Well, that changed where you are. So now you're gonna have to wait the whole way until it comes around. Oh, you'll just go after Relentless
That's fine.
if Relentless ever goes. Oh, there
He's got his movement up.
I clicked the wrong button as I was trying to fix it.
Gonna go for a. Can I grapple that bandit captain?
Yeah, but he's in the doorway, so you'd have to roll at disadvantage.
Can I punch him straight from where I am?
Yes, you can. You didn't roll to hit.
Oh, my bad. It's gonna hit anyway.
You're not wearing your knuckles.
No. Do the thoughts and prayers count as unarmed, so I can still do my monk strikes?
Yeah, they technically are your unarmed strikes now because they go over your hands.
Yeah, I wasn't
They
sure if they
also
did.
do d6s, and because you can take the higher damage on a weapon like that.
Okay. I know that now.
I think that might need some coding because it came out as a +6. But if it's the same as your unarmed strikes were +7. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, whatever that is, I'll have to update it.
It was
But it still would have
thoughts and
missed.
prayers. Thoughts and prayers is +6. All the other ones I have are +7.
How did this guy? Oh, yeah. That. Never mind. That makes sense. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. What did he drop? A 7. Right, so he missed you.
Oh, good.
He doesn't get pack tactics through a wall.
Oh well, no, I went reckless, so he gets advantage.
Oh,
That's
I
what
thought
I
it was his pack tactics.
So
Okay.
yeah, he hit me. You do damage.
So we're gonna reach out and smack his ear.
Ooh.
Why?
Oh boy. So the first creature reaches out and smacks his ear, and he feels an effect go on him, but he brushes it off. And the second statue reaches out and smacks Aelin, and when it hits her, a bit of its crumpling dust of concrete skin kind of comes out and scratches onto her arm and starts grabbing her, and her arm starts to turn to stone,
Oh shit.
and she is restrained.
Oh my god, that's bad.
And this one moves up. And it lashes out at the bandit in front of it. And he turns and sees his hand wave in front of him. He's like, "What the hell is that?" You're up.
I'm gonna fly down this way between these two. I'm gonna give Cure Wounds to Buddy Ocelot here.
Peggy.
And the bonus action of Healing Word to Hrothgar.
Can't do that because
Why?
they both use a spell
Yeah,
slot.
you can't use 2 spells at one time. So
Oh.
I don't know how John does the health thing, so Hrothgar, fix your health.
Okay, yeah, take this 8 off. Got it.
Thank
But
you.
I do appreciate it.
I tried.
Meta tips you. There's a bonus action heal that you can do so that you can use either a heal or you can use a cantrip for damage and then bonus action with the heal, because that's not technically 2 spell slots. Then that's how I
Yes.
play Avora.
That's what you can do with it. So you could have like Sacred Flamed and the Healing Word in the same
Wait.
turn.
Yeah, I think Healing Word is your bonus action heal. So
It is, yeah. It's just because he
It is.
burned Cure Wounds, he can't also burn another spell slot. does
yeah, I do that at least once a session when I play
All right.
Avora.
And so inside the room, Bandit reaches out and stabs Ocelot, cutting him across one of his arms.
I just healed that. God damn.
Oh no. And this stone statue comes up and swings extra hard into Hrothgar's arm.
Are you talking about the bandit on the side of the captain?
Yes.
Can hit through walls. Cool.
Azir,
Z.
This is
you
what
technically
is-
have 2 turns to do because we're at the start of top of combat again.
Oh, there is as many stone cursed thingies in front. I don't like it. This I don't like. I'm just buying time as I try to find my sneak attack. There we go. Ah. Let's see. I'm actually going to stay here.
You do have another turn, so you can attack again because you didn't get a turn the first round of combat.
Oh, I did. I hit it.
Nice.
Woohoo.
You take 2 quick swings, missing the first one. The first one glances off of its stone hide skin, and then the second one you cut down through it, and it crumples to the ground.
Get some.
Very nice.
Bandit 24 shoots its crossbow again, and it misses. Ocelot, you're up.
Dangerous.
And Hold Person comes out from Ocelot, and he just shrugs it off. Vincent, you're up. An eldritch blast goes whipping past you and Ocelot and hitting the bandit captain in the side of the shoulder.
I know that trick.
The bandit captain swings out, hitting Ocelot, and then swings again, missing, and then stabs with a dagger at Relentless and misses that as well. Hrothgar.
All right. Well, I just got hit by 20 Stone Curse 26, so I turned
26.
to this stone thing because it hit me, and I'm going to retaliate. So I'm going to go Reckless again, so I'm wild like that. And I am Frenzied, because I was so excited about that ritual killing I just saw. So when I raged, I wanted to clarify that I am Frenzied, if that's cool.
Okay.
So I get to attack once, and then I can attack again with a bonus action. So I missed with the first attack, and then my bonus action. I'll try again. Okay, that hit him. Oh, and I got him, one shot.
You swing your first. You take your first swing, and it bounces right off of its chest, and you growl heavily and put your molly all the way over your head and swing down as hard as you can, crushing it into dust in front of you. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn. Sure.
Aelin?
Can I even attack?
Nope. Oops. Oh, wait, hang on. No. You break your restrained. Hang on, let me read this real quick. All right, and that's your turn, is breaking that restrained.
Okay.
Relentless? Never.
I want you all to know that the Yowie on Ice theme song just came on Spotify, so you all have to succeed
So we're all
now.
history makers.
Oh my god, you're my new best friend.
Wow.
I
That's all
love
it
that
took.
show so much.
What?
I love that show so much.
I know, I'm so depressed that it hasn't gotten a season 2
Alright.
announcement yet.
You are
Oh no,
leaving
wait, they're doing the movie.
the captain's attack range, so he is going to take a swing at you. And he's going to miss.
Damn straight he is. Who does he think I am?
Is that all of your attacks?
Yeah, can only do 2.
All right. You come charging in, pushing past Ocelot, you and Hrothgar. And as you go running by, you punch the bandit square in the face, and its head goes cracking off the wall behind him, and he slumps to the ground.
Ugh.
And then you turn and give another solid punch to the face of the stone creature, and it just stares back at you.
Ooh.
It fails the shit out of that. It swings, and its hand just smacks into the wall next to it.
Does it fall off?
No, it did not do that bad. and stone creature is going to scratch out at Relentless and miss. You're up.
All right. So to be sure, I can use a cantrip and a bonus action that takes a spell slot and
No.
continue forward. Oh,
What do you mean?
A cantrip, yes. He just can't use 2 spells.
a cantrip and a bonus action spell.
You can do
That's
that.
what I'm trying to do.
Spell. What's the spell?
Spell is spiritual weapon.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Cool beans.
Cantrip.
But cantrip is going to be Sacred Flame, which I have a habit of missing anyway, on Stone Guy 3.
You got him.
Woohoo! I finally hit with that thing. Awesome.
Hit it. Do your damage.
And then let's go Spiritual Weapon, which, since Hrothgar is here, stop clicking the damage. That's for. I read one thing that says basically describe it or it's whatever. But spiritual weapon. I'm gonna claim that it's in the shape of Molly. DM willing.
Technically, yeah, it can be.
Woohoo!
You land the hit. That was hitting it again. Well, you can roll damage now.
My bad. There we go.
Okay. So you throws out a flame with one of his hands, and it smacks into the stone creature, and it starts to slump over and melt, like it's losing the ability to hold itself together. And then he reaches out, puts both hands together, and a Molly appears next to Hrothgar, glowing and with nobody in it, and you swings, and the hammer imitates his swing and goes smashing into the stone cursed, shattering it to bits. And that's your turn?
That is my turn.
Well played.
All right.
Molly's a good weapon.
And this bandit is going to reach around the door and stab Ocelot and miss. He's going to try and reach out and stab at Ocelot, but he is not going to be able to land. Azir.
Well, it's obvious what I'm gonna do. And that is try and stabba stabby. Succeed at stabba stabby. Cool. And then we're going to come around.
You do a quick slice, cutting down the creature as it turns to dust and mortar in front of you.
And I'm running down the hallway because I know my new friends, are also in super trouble. And let's see. And I'm going to cunning action, to bonus action, a dash. And I'm like, hello everybody!
So Azir cuts down the statue in front of you, Aelin, and then goes running off to help the rest of the group.
Yep. Never mind, my arms turned to stone.
Yeah, well,
You're-
if we
you
finish
made your
combat
save.
fast enough, we
You
can
like
get the cleric.
brushed off the stone forming on you, and we're just like, enough of that.
And we're done here.
What is it you say
Bandit-
when you're an Astro? You're fine. You're fine.
And Bandit 24 rearms his light crossbow and fires it again, striking Omir fucking shit. Striking Ocelot in the side of the stomach. Ocelot, you're up. Ocelot makes a pun, but the bandit captain doesn't get it.
No, I don't say anything.
And Vincent fires out another Eldritch Blast, weaving it in between everyone, hitting the bandit captain this time in the chest, doing serious damage. Bandit captain beginning to freak out, going, "They just keep coming and going as they please," and takes a swing right into Ocelot, giving him a good hearty smack. And then he swings again and misses. But he takes his dagger and stabs at him and stabs him again right in the stomach. And Ocelot falls to the ground.
Damn it.
Is it possible to stand over someone who's prone and attack? Or do I
You
have to?
can do that, but you would have disadvantage on your attack for squishing spaces.
Even if I go reckless?
And then that would make your attack normal.
Then how is that side bandit hitting? Because he has an angle
Because the
through a
door's
wall.
open. The door's open
Jack,
enough that he doesn't get it.
I have a
I've given
legitimate
everybody
question.
else. Here's the thing. By the time you
Jack, I
said
have a
that,
legitimate.
by the time you said that, I had already given everybody else normal attacks on the doorway, so I wasn't going to cripple him. And now I'm DCing.
But instead of answering me, you screamed at me
Because
when
you
I tried to
yelled
ask.
at me.
No, I said this is horseshit to the situation because I was frustrated, and you started screaming at me. And then when I try to ask you a question, you start screaming at me like a fucking asshole. You begged me for months to buy this fucking game, and now you're gonna treat me like shit. I'm not a fucking child, and you will not fucking treat me that way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You won't fucking do it. Jesus fuck. Apparently I was in the wrong, so whatever.
I think you guys just need to talk it out after the stream or
There's
something.
there's no talking to him. You know that. He treats me like a fucking child. And I tried to ask him a question about how that guy's hitting through a wall, and then you offered me a supposed valid explanation, and then he told you you can't do the thing that you said he was doing. You see my frustration?
Well, I think for
And
me,
like that's the thing. I never screamed at him. I never got hostile with him. He assumed, and then he just immediately started screaming at me. He doesn't treat any of you that way. There's not another person in this room that he would just scream at like that, and it's not okay for him to do to me. And you know I'm right. And if you don't like, if you guys just think I'm wrong, that's fine. If you want me to leave, then fine, I'll leave. But I'm pissed off because I spent $40 fucking on this game because for 6 goddamn months he harassed me every week to buy it. And here I am getting treated like shit. Instead of having fun, I'm getting treated like shit. I don't get to do the role play I want because he cuts me the fuck off all the time. And then when we're in combat and I already know I'm useless and I ask him a question because I'm a squishy ass bard, he's just gonna scream at me.
okay. I think he didn't understand that you were. Well, I didn't understand that you were talking to the situation. It sounded like you were attacking him for doing that to you.
No, I said, how is he hitting me through a wall? That's a question. That's not a, oh, he can't hit me through a fucking wall. I never said that. I said, how's he hitting me through a wall? Which is a valid fucking question when you look at the map.
Yeah, it is a good question. I just think he thought you were being really angry about it. And so he
Oh.
got angry.
You know what? But that's horseshit, Justin. That's not a fucking excuse, and you can't defend him with that because I asked him in a normal tone. Obviously, I'm pissed off right now, but I asked him in a normal tone, how is he hitting me through a wall?
Yeah, I think you're both really upset, so the communication's breaking down.
All right, I'm back. It should be up again.
Okay.
You know, I healed people.
You
I
did
think
do
I've
that.
done at least half of my healing in this one fight.
Good.
Top fucking marks, man. Top fucking marks.
Oh, yeah.
The
You
best
talk to
heal.
people today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Ocelot.
There we go. Stuck loading for a bit.
Looks like everybody's here.
All right then.
So,
Hrothgar, you're up.
yep. So you're saying I can kind of like stand over Ocelot's body, do a swing, and then move away?
Yes,
and,
you have
again,
to.
look normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the
Let's
space.
say-
Yeah, just make your attack from there so I don't have to deal with characters being on top of each other.
Yeah.
He will make an opportunity attack.
Yeah, when I leave.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure I got my reckless on. And then you want me to check disadvantage for this?
Yes.
Alright, this should work correctly. Yeah, it did.
Nice hit.
And then I get my bonus attack from Frenzy, which should have been. Let me reroll it.
Yeah.
This was Just with disadvantage. Hey, how about that?
I'll take it. Fine. Okay, so you get in a nice hit on the bandit captain while trying not to stomp on top of Ocelot, and then you smack him right in the face as hard as you can. And he rears back, and blood comes shooting out of his nose, and he's bleeding all over the place. And then as you step away, he takes a wild swing at you.
Okay,
He
you got me.
actually hits you.
Yeah, because he gets advantage because I'm reckless.
And gets a nice tug on you, and you're here now.
Okay. That's my turn.
Aelin, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to. How far can I go?
30 feet is your movement, I believe. Unless you use cunning action to dash.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go over here. Because there are only 3 people left. And I think I'm good.
Relentless. You cannot move through the bandit captain.
Even if I pick him up and take him with me as a shield to block the guy from shooting me?
How far did you move to get there?
That's why I charged it. From
Okay.
right there to there, so normally my full movement would be 40. Right
All right,
where that
give
is.
me athletics at disadvantage.
Okay.
You run in to try and grab him, and he smacks your hands away and pushes you back
Pushes me back where?
to where you are, since you have to stumble over everyone.
Okay.
You like when he pushes you back, you move back out of the way, so you're not on top of him.
Do you have any darts or shurikens or anything you can throw?
No.
Throw me.
Don't tempt me.
You could throw me.
Do you have anything else?
Throw the Birdman.
Oh, wait, couldn't? Never mind. I was wondering if he could move, like, there through people, but I don't know if he
No, he's blocking the door enough that you can't do that.
Alright, well I'm gonna burn Step of the Wind then. And I can spend a key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action. And since I've only taken 1 attack action, I can still get another attack. And my jump distance is doubled, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and jump right behind Bandit Captain 2.
You cannot jump through him. There's not.
He's just okay.
The door isn't big enough for you to jump over him or through him. He's in your way. Like if you take the disengage action, you can just run to the other side of him.
As my bonus action.
Actually, no, you can't even do that because he's still in the way. You cannot move through his space.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my, I guess, bonus action to grab Ocelot's body and drag it to the back of the pile.
You can't do that to grab hold somebody as an action.
Okay. Well, since I'm not going to be using my Step of the Wind, can I get that Kai back?
Yes.
Alright. Then my turn. After I move out of the way.
You. Once Sensei passes, there you go. You're up.
Alright.
In that 10 feet, I am moving, yeah.
So when someone becomes stable, what does that mean, like logistically for
They
them?
get 1 HP and they're unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, it won't get them up,
Hold
but
on. And then could I theoretically heal them past
If
that
you
1
heal,
HP?
if you heal them now, you'll just straight up wake them up.
Oh. All right then. Let us do. It doesn't matter the order of bonus action versus action, correct?
no. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, we'll take that. What did I say? Spiritual weapon, which was. This is just for you, which was there.
Yep.
And we're gonna move that the 5, 10, 15 above Ocelot. Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine because it technically
It
doesn't
can
necessarily.
occupy spaces of other people too. I
Yeah.
think.
So. Yeah, it can.
Okay.
It's essentially there and not there at the same time, kind of.
Can you cancel the movement?
Just drag
Not that
it
it's not
from
useful.
yourself and drop it on yourself again. There, I
Very
did
good.
it. All right, yeah. So, spiritual weapon is butt.
So, spiritual weapon, we're going to move into Bandit Captain. Go for the attack. It's all the way over here. Woohoo! Look at me hurting things.
Nice.
And as your hammer comes flying into the room, it comes around and just smacks him square in the chest. And he coughs up a huge amount of blood, and you hear his ribs crack, and he drops to the ground. Dying.
All right. And then we'll spend the action to heal this man.
And Ocelot's eyes open up, and he's like, "Oh God!" And that's your turn.
Yes, sir.
This bandit is freaking out because the captain just went down in front of him. He's like, oh no. And he goes running back and fires an arrow out the door at Azir.
I
And
was going to
misses,
say.
not realizing that Ocelot is back up.
If this man dies again.
Azir, it's your turn. You can now
Hmm.
step over the captain's body.
You're welcome, guys. I cleared it.
I'm gonna charge him.
Oh, here it comes.
And this is a human, right?
It is a human.
The
Check
glove
all
goes
boxes.
straight in his face.
Got him.
And I
Okay.
glance over at Bandit 24 in a manner for me to be like, you stay out of this. And oh yeah, and I would like to remind you before I do this that I am a swashbuckler, which means I can both sneak attack if I have an ally within 5 feet, or if I am
Yes.
alone but have no enemies.
You
other
are
than the one
alone, so
targeting.
you get your sneak attack.
I pretty much always get sneak attack. We'll just
Yes, you forever
much.
get it. Unless there's an enemy by him, but not close. So you
And
throw
then-
a glove in his face, and before he even realizes what happened, and the glove goes down out of his eyes.
No, I give him a second. This is honorable combat.
You throw a glove in his face, and it falls to the ground, and he looks down, and as he looks back up, you stab him square in the chest.
That's acceptable. He had time to react.
And he's just like, and he falls back and slumps to the ground.
Can I add something onto that?
Sure.
I cunning action and come over to this guy and then throw the glove in his face too, and then end my turn. And I give him the most menacing glare. Do you want me to throw an intimidation on that?
Yes, please.
I'm fucking grilling this guy.
He looks at you having cut down his friend. It's like, he drops his light crossbow and just swings wildly at you. And misses.
If you
Freaking out.
cannot-
He's like,
Listen,
No,
listen, Mr.
no.
Bandit. If you cannot understand the pressure, then why do you come to honorable combat? Why do you do this to yourself? Go home. You have mother, you have father. Don't worry though, I will save them the burden of your life, you useless pig.
Vincent, you're up.
Sassy.
He's totally freaking out.
I'll drink to that Azir.
All right.
You
oh,
comes
he's
over, we
probably not
clink
here.
glasses, he
Hrothgar,
goes
you're
back
up.
over to his square.
Okay, so can you tell me the situation in there, Azir? Like, what's going on with Bandit 24?
You see him cut down that one bandit and then move,
Right.
and you hear him berating somebody else. So your assumption is there's another bandit in there, and you can hear his speech, but it's like coming to an end as you begin to move.
I like to think that because I'm frenzied, I'm hearing like the adults in Charlie Brown right now from that room.
I think that's canon.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do this. Move in there. What's this button do? Yeah. Just come with my
You
boots
come
of springing.
running in, and he's like looking at his ear, just like, what the hell is this guy yelling about? And you come over and just crack him in the side so hard, he goes flying off to the north end and just sputters to the ground dead.
All right. There we go.
And combat is over.
Okay. I'm gonna put a level of exhaustion on myself as the rage ends from frenzy.
All
That
right.
spectral molly should be floating right above you, in front of you, a couple of feet.
Yeah,
At least for a
combat
few
ends, so
seconds
you can
longer.
make it disappear if you want.
I'll just let it ride out the minute.
Well, okay, yeah, so it floats there. And Azir, after Hrothgar bats that guy so hard away, you see a small box sitting on a table in front of you.
I touch it.
It's a wooden box.
I open it.
You try to open it and you realize that it's locked.
I pick it.
Give me a roll.
I still haven't added an actual pick lock.
That's fine. Do sleight of hand. Damn it, I don't remember how to turn combat off. Whoopsie. You try and fiddle with the lock, but you can't get it open. You have a
Aelin!
feeling that this lock is quite a bit harder than the other ones. And Aelin, you hear Azir calling out your name.
I'll walk over.
Wait, I was here. Sorry.
All right.
Isn't that the box we were told to get?
Aelin, you're better at this than me. Can you open?
Should we not open the box because this is our task to find this box?
This is the spoils of war, Aelin. We must open it. It would be dishonorable if we do not.
I'm gonna walk over, pick up the box, put it under my arm, and walk away.
Okay, you know
Azir,
what?
do you-
That's a
you
good
ha-
idea.
Azir,
You're
you
very
hand her the
tired.
box, though? All right.
Yeah,
so
I hand her the
Aelin,
box. You're very
ex-
tired. I understand. You'll open it later. That is fine.
Yeah, Aelin takes the box, puts it under her arm, and then into one of her bags.
And I'm gonna walk out in the hallway.
Yeah. Ocelot and you guys can see that. Hrothgar, calming down from your rage, you also see that.
And I look exhausted.
All right. And then, since I don't want to bring you guys back to this map, you inspect the rest of the downward areas. you find that there's nothing there. And in the rest of the dungeon, and you all move all the way back out to the entrance. And can you guys move all your tokens all the way north to the entrance for me?
You want us inside still or no?
Within like 10, 15 feet of the entrance. Move Relentless back a bit.
Oh no, an empty secret room we missed.
You inspect the room, there's nothing in.
Speaking of secret rooms, did you guys want to go back for those statues?
We'll
Stealing
all
them?
deal with that later.
Fair point.
You all have collected it, don't worry.
Okay.
So as you guys come out, this man comes walking up to you, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Okay, so there are more people here, and that's where we're gonna end tonight." And so,
Yay.
for narrative purposes, you have collected. You all come dragging out the statues, and you're putting them on the cart as this guy walks up.
Can I take a sample of that green slime?
You can add a green slime vial to your inventory.
We'll do so.
All right.